Hello, everyone. Hi, Mixolity, Gerard, Do Not Open. Nice to see you all again. Hello. Let's see. This time we are starting right where we left off with at the end of Act 6, Act 3. We were just about to go into the intermission. I hope you guys appreciate my self-restraint in not going in. I wanted so badly to go ahead, but I was responsible and managed my time. The interfission, yes. Perfect. She'd appreciate the fish pun, and so do I. Oh God, I know I was forgetting something. I was so proud of myself for remembering to open Discord that I forgot my cheat sheet again. Hooray! Hold on, here we go. There it is. Now I have everything up. Now I can be proud of myself. Here we go. And without further ado, let's get into it. Intermission 3. Here we go. Just moving some stuff here so I can actually get to my keyboard. Who wouldn't want to live in a giant mansion with a big gold statue of yourself? Game time. Luckily, there's no super bosses like in Deltarune. Let's not jinx it. Let's not jinx it, okay? Let's keep those thoughts to ourselves. Okay, let's check the controls here. Arrow keys to move, space to interact. Okay. Oh. We're not gonna get anything from the plants. Hello. Meenah-Quest. Oh, chest. Oh, you got a dirty old fedora. Totally useless. This nasty trash isn't coming anywhere close to your head. It doesn't even have horn holes. Looks like something an archaeologist would wear. I wonder whose memory this is. Huh. Hashtag hornless troll Indiana Jones hat. So that's probably Dad's hat then. Right, she's in dream bubbles, so they're memories. Yeah. Well, we don't know exactly what Meenah has in store for us, so let's be prepared for anything. Okay, another chest. Open. Ooh, you got a double trident. You already have one of these, but there ain't nothing wrong with stowing a little more solid gold in your inventory. You got an extravagant ghost sea princess lifestyle to maintain. Hashtag gold, hashtag dollar signs, hashtag booyah. Of course she's gotta tag every single one of her finds. Beautiful. Meenah is an unproblematic queen. It'll be chill. Oh, hello. Oh. Greetings. I've been meaning to say hello since you arrived. Megiddo? Oh, hello. Yes, but not the one you're thinking of. Which one then? I'd like to consider myself as something of a caretaker for this place. Of course, Meenah has her own drama, hashtag money. Hashtag, hashtag the afterlife. I'd refer to myself as an excellent host, but that has become kind of a loaded phrase. Hashtag grin. You look like Megiddo. But you sure don't sound like any Megiddo I know. I should hope not. Anyway, those of us who are concerned with the preservation of reality have been looking forward to this day for some time. Hashtag even though time is really just a figure of speech here. Why would you be looking forward to this shit? Hashtag the sky just broke, hashtag stupid fairy. Not the devastation so much as your arrival. The hashtags at the bottom are supposed to be reference to the tags on Tumblr and how people would— yeah, no, I'm totally getting that. You have some big plans, yes? Hashtag maybe. What's it to you? Oh, nothing. I'm merely extending the courtesy of a formal welcome. Now off with you. Go find your friends. That is why you finally come out of your palace, isn't it? Yeah. I guess I'll get going then. Hashtag, but I got my eye on you. Hashtag Megiddo looking fairy. Ta! Okay, anything else over here? Ooh, we got a chest. Hello? Ancient serpent bones. Again, a strange thing to find. Who here would have a memory of these? Huge prehistoric green serpents have always played a major role in your people's mythology, both before and after your session scratched. Of course, only people with an interest in ancient lore and dusty old bones give a crap about that. You're much more interested in their monetary value. Hopefully you can find a sucker to pay up for them big time. Hashtag, where's the prawn shop in this bitch? Meenah, I love you. Oh, lost. I went the wrong way. Yes, that's a dead end. Where you want to go is that way. Hashtag double pistols and a wink. Thanks, weirdo. Oh, what are these symbols? Prawn Shop is a classic Homestuck fan song, by the way, parodying the Macklemore song Pawn Shop. I had to check everywhere. Did I? I thought I did, but it's very easy for me to miss things. Let's take another look around. Okay, we got that chest. It's not necessary to open every it's not necessary to open every chest, but I'm a completionist. I want to get every chest. Otherwise, how will I know if I missed something funny? Okay, I think I got everything. Yeah. There's something else. Can we go back here? No. Oh, hello? Is there anything? Oh, hello? You got a gold tiara. You have no intention of wearing this thing, but it doesn't hurt to start stockpiling loot again. Now that you're dead, you're finding yourself a little light on collateral, if you know what I'm saying. Hashtag bling, hashtag carrots, hashtag jackpot. Can we walk over here? No, we can't follow the Andrew Hussey. Ah! But we got Pfeffry's crown. Okay, let's see. Let's start up here. Another chest. You got some boon dollars! Ka-ching! It's not much, but you pocket the loot without a second thought. The bankroll's been a little slack since you died, and every bit helps on your climb back to obscene wealth. Hashtag broke. Does money even matter in the afterlife? Oh, it's just stars. Up we go. Another chest. You got a Scalemate plush! Money matters if you wanted to. That's how money works, I guess. So you just have to be a gamer and you found mad secrets. Mad secrets. Hashtag Pyro Sprite. So cute. Holy shit, you are never gonna stop hugging this thing. Ever. Hashtag highly desirable merchandise. Oh, can I move? There. Oh, I was pressing the wrong keys. That's why. Hold on. Oh, nothing there. But there is a chest here. You got a bronze potion! This stuff is supposed to make you kiss good, with side effects of mild to total paralysis. Oh, wait a minute, isn't this just some troll blood? Oh, yuck! I wish I was able to buy the Scalemates when they were being made for real. Yeah. Important context. Ooh. Hashtag you throw it off a cliff. Yeah, let's maybe not drink poor Tavros's blood. Right around when this page of the Hive Swap Kickstarter launched. I've heard the term hive swap before, but I don't know what it refers to. I mean, obviously something, with Homestuck, obviously, but I'm not sure what it is. Oh. Click on the actual game page first. Oh, I'll see. Okay. Wink, wink. Looking forward to it. Okay, oh. Let's check that we got everything over here. Another chest. We got a thing of motor oil. Wink, wonk. Hey, this bottle even has the label intact. Typically the label is ripped off and applied to chalk murals. The fact that it still has a label makes it much more valuable as a collector's item. Always gotta be mindful of the cash value of the useless shit you find in chests. Hashtag PS, hashtag you take a little sip, hashtag it tastes awful. Wimp. Do we get everything? I think we got everything. Yeah, this is where we came from. Okay. But suffice to say, you're entering a new era of Homestuck. Ooh. Need some pillars. Path over here. Oh, new chest. You got a boon buck. Now we're talking. This should get your broke ass off the canvas. It's such a crime that the insane fortune you accumulated in your game doesn't persist after you die. You guess it's true. You really can't take it with you to the other side. Hashtag, but once you're there, hashtag, you can try to make it back in a fucking hurry. Oh, things are changing. Oh, can we get back? Okay, yeah. I want to get everything here before we go on. Hello? Are these bombs? Oh, hello? Yo, orange guy. Or, yellow guy? Hashtag squash colored? What's your deal? Hashtag what the fuck is with all these oh, they're 8-balls! Are you, crying? Hashtag awkward. Silence? Bring me a horse and I am yours forever? Is he still depressed after Vriska's rejection? You got a bloody cherub tooth. Okay, the fact that this is in a chest here is kind of disturbing to you in ways you can't really explain. I would be too. Yeah, it's understandable. It's understandable. You think you'll try to sell this thing to the highest bidder as soon as possible. Hashtag or whoever makes the first offer. Okay. I think that's everything over here. Oh, wait, you hear something nearby. Is that sobbing? Was that just a prompt to get us to talk to him? Yeah, we already talked to him. Bad trigger placement, yeah. Okay, so now we can move on to the next area. Into the beach. Okay. Oh, hello, chest. You got a juju! An effigy, to be precise. It has magical properties binding it to the mortality of someone, depending on what hat it wears. Hey, maybe you'll hang it from this tree? No, that's a bit morbid. Hashtag you'll just hawk it to some chump. Onward we go. Oh. Oh, I think that's a new area, so let's wait till we go there. We can see our friend there. Oh, come on. Oh, you got the Thorns of Oglagoth? Any sane adventurer would cast these instruments of the occult into the furthest ring and forget they ever existed. And it looks like someone did just that. Hashtag a wise move. Floating orb. Oh, hello. Dave E-Bubbles. What? Oh, Rose's wands. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Almost as offensive as you stalling me. Will you peel out of here in your dumb moon? What? Did you do something to curry favor with the ladies? Maybe I'll humorously defile Willis and inflict dumb skyward yearning faces. What is this and why does it let us talk to Dave? So what point in the future am I supposed to look forward to you whipping up this titanic hankering for my knob? Why? With the help of 1,000,000 rambunctious gross tentacle mutants. Oh, it's Twitter. Something's up. Sparkling like a visit from your fairy fucking godmother. This is specifically referencing horse ebooks. It's random Dave dialogue. Oh, from throughout space-time. Okay. Okay. We'll just ignore that then. You can see some friends hanging out down there. Hello, Arania! A popular blog at the time that posted very strange things. Okay, okay. Let's talk. There you are. Haven't seen much of you since you joined us in the afterlife. I know you are royalty and all, but it isn't very sociable of you to lock yourself in your lavish moon hive forever. Hashtag everyone has missed you. Wait, let me okay, yeah. It's always good to refresh your memory. Well, I'm here now, aren't I? Yes, and it's a good thing you are. I was just about to come find you so we could discuss the recent calamity out in the abyss. Hashtag wordplay, hashtag 8-letter words, hashtag oh yes. Arania is so pretty. Why are the spiders like they are? They're all so pretty! Vriska, her ancestor, and Arania, all of them looked so cool and so pretty. Yeah, so you saw it too, huh? Hashtag explosions. That was the guy, right? Hashtag skull guy, hashtag laser breath. Lord, something. Glamaborn? What'd you say his shit was again? Yeah, I posted it, I posted a bunch of gibberish phrases such as, I will make certain you never buy knives again. Is the dance floor calling? No. Everything happens so much. Beautiful. I tried to avoid saying his true name. Hashtag bad juju. What's the matter? He's already here, ain't he? Hashtag hehe. I guess, but yes, the Lord of Time was responsible for the destruction of that dream bubble and the murder of all those innocent ghosts. Hashtag ghost murder, hashtag second death, hashtag solicide. Sort of a proto drill. Innocent ghosts. Killing ghosts is a thing that can happen is seriously the dumbest shit I ever heard. Hashtag dumb. I don't make the rules, Meenah. I merely observe them and explain them thoroughly to anyone who will listen. Hashtag like you. I don't know if you- I don't. I must leave for now. I may or may not be back in 1+ hours. Okay, do not open. Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you later. Yeah, we'll miss you. We hope to see you later. Have a good time doing whatever it is you need to do. Yeah, see ya. Have fun. Just a funny shit poster, yeah. Oh, wait. No, I didn't mean to move on. I don't remember. Did I read all of that? I don't remember. Yeah. Last thing I need is more of your lobstervations. Oh, any more of your observations. Hashtag fish buns, hashtag 2x combo, hashtag booyah! Anyway, that explosion kicked ass. Explosions rule the school. Or actually, the name is Do Not Open, not Don't. Oh no, the English. Hashtag like school of fishes, I mean. I agree that it's more excitement than we've seen for millennia, but all of us here in the afterlife are in serious danger of being exterminated. Hashtag, again. Hashtag, ah! Yeah, I got that. I figured I'd have to be the heroes and bail you suckers out again. Hashtag this time I might not even blow y'all up with a bomb. I'm shortening it. I'm saving literal actual minutes. Oh, really? What exactly is your plan? Hashtag I'm very curious. To get all us ghosts here to team up and kill that asshole. Hashtag duh. What? Oh, Meenah. That is such a terrible idea. Hashtag poor death choices. Yeah, right. Like you have a better idea. As a matter of fact, I do. Oh? Okay, yeah, let's, nope. It didn't mean to, oh wait, how do I get to, can I just click this? Okay, there we go. Ask about friends. So, where is every Moby? I want to talk to them about something. Hashtag dead fronds, hashtag ghost bros, hashtag haunt pals, hashtag I don't know. I believe most of our friends have gathered in this dream bubble. You should be able to find them if you explore a bit. What do you want to talk to them about? Gotta get the gang back together. Hashtag Alpha Troll reunion, yo. Every Moby and every pony live in my brain rent-free. Oh, it does. Oh. Now that you've pointed it out, it is definitely going to get stuck in my head too. Take down the douche of time. You say he's invincible, but I think that's exactly the kind of loser bullshit that made us lose like a bunch of fucking losers in the first losing place. Hashtag losers, hashtag losing experts, hashtag lost masters, hashtag fail pros. Oh, something about the term fail pros just tickles my brain right. We can do it if we all like work together and shit. Hashtag team fork, hashtag lol. If we build an army, or maybe a ghost army. Fail Pro sounds like a great YouTube channel. Oh my god, it does. It does sound like a prank channel. Think how aglob and sick would that be? So sick. Sick, perhaps, but not a very good strategy. You will just be leading everyone into permanent oblivion. At least you will without coming up with a better plan first. Then what's your awesome idea? To be a little more patient. Hashtag patience, hashtag Pixis, hashtag alliterative assonance. I have been following clues regarding the whereabouts of a secret weapon that may be the key to defeating him. Oh, really? What's the weapon? The weapon, I mean, is not a what, but a who. Hashtag weapon, hashtag really, Meenah? She is the other cherub, the Lord's female counterpart who once occupied the same body. Hashtag aliens. Okay, so it is. So we do just have to wait for Calliope to come back. That is going to be the key to everything, it seems like. Hashtag aliens. But when they reached maturity, his personality dominated the host, assuming complete control. Hashtag xenobiologically fascinating species. Apparently drills post predate horse ebooks. A true pioneer, yeah. She technically died that day, and now her spirit presumably roams somewhere out here in the furthest ring. Hashtag, or so the legend goes. We need to find her before he does. He will surely want to finish her off. Cherub. Hashtag, what? Okay, I didn't really follow any of that junk, so, you go right ahead and find your cherub, girl. I'm gonna be right here building my ghost army, biatch. Hashtag ghost army, hashtag biatch, hashtag F yeah. Very well, best of luck with that. But try to remember, it has been a very long time since any of our friends have done anything important at all. Hashtag like almost eternity. It may be more difficult to find recruits for your army than you think. Hashtag I hope you like frustrating conversations. Oh, please. Okay, I admit that most of them were chumpy as globes when we were trying to win our game. Hashtag chumps, hashtag shame globes, hashtag chumpiness, hashtag globage. But this time, when I'm through with them, they will be the loyal, murderous mob of cherub fucking fury over our people we're always supposed to be. And if you don't think I can do that, then need I remind you who I grew up to be in some other dimension or whatever? Hashtag batterwitch, hashtag waterbitch, hashtag oh my fucking god, hashtag yes, hashtag yes, hashtag yes, hashtag yes! You needed to remind me at all, your condescension. I believe you were hatched to be a tyrant, and I pray that your campaign of bullying and intimidation goes swimmingly. Till August 2009, I'm finally fat as hell. It's about time. It's about time. It's about time. For just a taste of his content. Wow. Waterbitch. You're the best, Sir Cat. Come here. Okay, yeah, so that was all the options. Okay, so let's leave and then go find, okay, yeah, we came from that direction. Ooh, we have a chest here. You got an echidna statue. An obviously not to scale depiction of the denizen Arania consulted with to learn how to scratch your session. The decision to scratch, of course, came with major consequences, and you guess it's only now that the true extent of those consequences are fully apparent. Looks like it's time to clean up her mess. Oh, you can also probably make bank off of this thing. Ooh, another chest. Hello. You got a pair of timetables! Use these to travel through time, which in the furthest ring doesn't always mean much. Traveling back in time could also transport you millions of light sweeps away. Probably better just sell them to an eccentric billionaire. Hashtag, ooh, like the kid across the water there. Hashtag, you bet he's loaded. So if you're done whipping that ogre like a rented mule. Hello. Let's see, how do we get across there? Probably down here. Oh, hello. Talk to Rose. Hey. Hello. It's, you. Yes. Human, right? Hashtag, where do horns at? Hashtag, so weird. That's right. Rose, more specifically. Who cares? Listen, human girl, wanna ask you something. You're not very good at this, are you? What? Talking to people. Hey, F you. It's okay that you are. I'm not trying to criticize. Hashtag, I can kind of relate, actually. I've heard some things about you. That pink rocky environment back there, that's a memory of your home, right? Hashtag, before and moon. You renounced the throne and ran away to the moon, didn't you? And then you lived there completely alone for how many years? What are years? I think I'm starting to lose track of what a year is myself. That seems to be what happens when you spend enough time out here. Hashtag Abyss Madness, hashtag Meteor Fever. I'm just curious about you. You seem like an interesting person who probably has a lot of stories to tell. Hashtag also, I like your braids. From what I understand, you discovered something on the moon which originally contained your copy of the game. Is that true? Hashtag dot, hashtag dot, hashtag dot. You can go back to the red area with no issue, by the way. It's not a whole new area. Okay. I'll check that out then after this. Maybe we could spend some time together and get to know each other? When you have the chance, of course. Man, you're like an alien wind fang. All wordy and nosy and nice to me for no discernible reason. Hashtag alt pun equals hashtag discernible. You even have the same cod to your jammies on. Hashtag goddamn ugly. Just another bright orange blubbermouth. Hashtag fuchsia blows orange out of the water. Let's just forget I said anything, okay? Ask Rose to join. So, extra talky human. It's me again. Hashtag sup. Hey. Got a poor position for ya. You know that bad guy just wrecked the sky and killed some dead mofos? Hashtag rainbow barfer. Yeah, try clicking those icons at the end of convos. Ooh. Lord English? Yes, I know of him. Wanna team up with me and kill him, or? Absolutely. Yay! Hashtag word. But later. Hashtag much later, really. God fucking damn it. Hashtag ugh. We can't interrupt the plan which has been put into inexorable motion. Or for that matter, the meteor we're traveling on, which has been similarly propelled. Hashtag troll Isaac Newton. We have to rendezvous with our rebooted ancestors, as it were, and help them win their game. Hashtag alpha players, hashtag teen guardians, hashtag fun. In the process, we will ideally become stronger and more experienced. Only then will we be ready to help you defeat him. Hashtag additional fun. Oh my club, you really are circuiting the fuck out of this. Hashtag blah 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 blah. Come on, stop over planning. Let's all just fly away together and wreck his shit. There are like billions of ghosts out here. We got numbers on our side. Hashtag billions. I mean, probably. Yes, but even if I agreed, I couldn't just fly away with you now. I'm not even standing here. I'm asleep on our meteor. This is a dream projection you're talking to. Hashtag kind of like a hologram, I guess? What? Hashtag what? You're new to dream bubbles, aren't you? I would be more than happy to explain to you how they work in extensive detail. Like players? Later, Rosefang. Okay, yes, let's try clicking these symbols. Rebubble this memory. Not yet. I want to try those other symbols. No thanks. Okay. Let's try the heart then. Okay. Oops, that memory you just rebubbled was in violation of the furthest rings content policy. The administrators, horror terrorists, have suspended your soul and you are now blocked from rebubbling memories unless you really want to. Okay. Let's try the other one. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's try this. Okay, it's the same thing. So I guess we can't really do anything with that, at least not with Rose. Ooh, you got a copy of Complacency of the Learned. Wow, this looks really... Huh? It just disappeared from her hand in a crazy blur. What the... Oh, that human girl has it. She looks like she's enjoying it a lot more than you ever would. You'll let her have this one. Hashtag probably wasn't worth jack anyway. Hello? Oh, hey, the Miriam-looking girl. What is the deal with you? The deal with the Miriam-looking girl is that she is wondering what the deal is with the Paxis-looking girl, and specifically why the former has piqued the latter's curiosity. Hashtag the deal with things, hashtag the topic of wonder, hashtag people looking people. Why? She's so fed up, I love her. Me too. Dunno. Seems to me 2 Miriams is overdoing it a bit. Hashtag, I mean, 2 captors, I'd understand. 1 was more than enough. The same thing occurred to me. You weren't much like the one we had. Hashtag you talk weird. Kind of a tough act to follow, to be fair, though. The same thing occurred to me yet again. Hashtag things that are the same, hashtag and how they occur to people. Looks like you got the rainbow drinker thing going on, too. Hashtag damn, hashtag you're blind to me, girl. Hashtag the goggles do nothing. I suppose. So, you go around looking like that all the time, or? To my knowledge, yes. Hashtag kind of personal? Is there an alternative degree of autoluminescence I should be aware of? And if so, how foolish should I feel for only learning about it now? Hashtag on a scale of 1 to idiot. I'm no drinker buff, but yeah, our Miriam figured out how to control it. Really? She probably had more time to figure it out than you. When you're stuck in a busted session for 3 sweeps without much to do, you figure some stuff out about yourself. Not my buzzing wax, but maybe you should ask her. Hashtag buzzbugs, hashtag bzz, hashtag hee hee. I don't think so. Why not? I'd like to, but I can't get up the nerve. Come on, she's cool. Hashtag you check out her ink yet? Hashtag fucking dope. Yes, she is an amazing person. And it is very intimidating. I had the same feeling of trepidation the last time I encountered someone I admired. Oh yeah, who was that? Huh. You mean her over there? Talkie girl in the orange nighty jams? Hashtag her? I see. Saw you 2 hanging together last time. See your G-frond? The red sort, I mean. Maybe. Hashtag, 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 additional bashfully blank hashtags. That's adorbs, yo. That is adorbs. Ask her to join. Hey, Miriam lookalike, let's go kick the fuck out of Skullzilla. She's so gay and flush for Rose. I know. They're adorable together. I was about to respond favorably, but then I glanced over at Rose, and she was just shaking her head at me very slowly and kind of knowingly. Hashtag the limitless mysteries of her wisdom know no bounds. Hashtag human sarcasm. Twitch asked me to confirm I wanted to send that because it might be offensive. Is being gay offensive? Some say yes. No, you silly drinkers, she's just fucking with you. Oh, probably. But let's be realistic here. The answer is probably going to be no anyway. Hashtag bad plan. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to drink Skull Guy's blood all by myself then. I bet it tastes really bad. Hashtag gross monster blood. Yeah. Well, later. Okay, let's see. Does this do anything? You rebubble this memory, and one guy who follows you decides to be a huge pain in the ass for some reason. He baits you into a publicly rebubbled argument which lasts all day. When it's finally over, you look back at the meaningless exchange and ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? By which, of course, you mean death. What do the, it does, oh wait, though, this is the, different conversation than what we just exited. So it doesn't make a difference which symbol is selected. Oh, wait, I went too fast. Okay, third time's the charm. Upvote and downvote, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's try this. You rebubble the memory and are about to go on with your day when you notice something weird in your feed. It seems like a spam ghost has hacked your soul and has been rebubbling weird advertisements to your followers for the last 50 million sweeps? This is a disaster. You have almost no followers left. Most of the ads are for gross horror terror porn and flagella erectile medication. Ugh. Oh, this. Okay. We have a chest. You got a sewing machine. Oh, this looks really expensive. You bet you could. Wait, what's she looking at? The Miriam girl is looking at you funny. What, is this thing hers? You don't want to start any trouble over this dumb gizmo. You slowly put it back in the chest very casually like it ain't no thing. Hashtag you'll come back and swipe later when she's not around. You can heart the memory or spade the memory. Yeah, I won't forget the red area. Okay, yeah. We'll go there before we check out this purple area. Okay, let's move that. Okay, just keep going left. Over we go. Wow, this is not disturbing at all. Walking on brains. You got a bunch of throwing stars. Whoa, these are badass. Maybe I'll keep a few instead of selling them all. Hashtag unless someone blows you away with an offer, of course. Okay. That's all that was. Which is like some Tumblr, but better. This is Solix's land, brains and fire. So let's head back to the purple area we were at earlier. Away we go. Oh. Okay. Oh. Chest. You got a juju. What's up with all these jujus lying around? Jujus are a very wide ranging sorts of magical objects. You never know what form they'll take. This one is particularly useless though. It has the power to travel through time. Into the future only though. Hashtag at exactly 1 second per second. Tumblr really needs a spade picture. It really doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, another chest. Oh, come on. There we go. You got a Dursite tabloid. Says some human girl is dead. You don't recognize her. Inside is the usual kind of sensationalizing sleaze you're used to seeing from these. You spent a long time on Dursey during your game. You always enjoyed reading these. They were almost always about assassinations. Hashtag some of which were yours. Okay. Oh, hello. Hey, cape guy. You're, human what's his cape? Hashtag with the shades. That's exactly my name. Hashtag see also, hashtag Shaggy2Cape. Everyone stupidly insists on calling me Dave, though. So, Dave Cape, where's your bro? My bro? He's dead. Hashtag the ghostless kind of dead, I think. Unless you mean the kid version, as in the guy we both saw with the pointy shades. Hashtag kid bro, hashtag what the fuck. Remember, he grabbed my sleeping teen mom and flew away, and that was the last I saw of him? Hashtag that's sort of what he does. Hashtag just vanishes like a mysterious motherfucker. No, not that guy. Actually, I gave him a sweet high five a little while ago, but that's not who I mean. Hashtag one of the best high fives ever. Hashtag dude's a pro. What? When did you give him a high five? Why wasn't I informed of this high five that took place? Hashtag not cool. Who cares? I'm talking about your other bro. The cool shouty kid who got PO'd and went to Clamscray the F out. Hashtag mad Vantas. Oh, Carcat, you mean. I don't know, he's around. I saw him talking to his ancestor a while ago. Hashtag being talked to. Don't think he likes him very much. Hashtag hilarious tool party. What? Shouty shouldn't be hanging out with that clubbing dork. I doubt he actually wants to, but you know how it is with ancestors. Hashtag ancestors, hashtag you know how it is. Okay, maybe you don't, since I guess you're actually an ancestor yourself. Or you were to some dead girl I never met, but anyway. Hashtag I think her name was Fieri or something? Pfeffery! Her name was Pfeffery! And she was beautiful. They just seem to, I don't know, have this inexplicable power over you. I mean, look at Kanea over there. She's a fucking shambles about hers. Hashtag shambles, hashtag Kanea, hashtag yeah. Like, it isn't even rational or anything. They just represent something you measure yourself up to. Hashtag dude, come get the ruler. My name's Guy Pfeffery. Welcome to Diners, Dine-Ins, and Drives. What? Oh, my name's Guy Pfeffery and welcome. Oh, like Guy Fieri. Okay, I get it now. Oh. And even though they probably aren't all they're cracked up to be, it just kind of gets in your head, you know? Nah, my ancestor was fucking lame. Oh, to Oto in another Tooniverse, I grew up to be an ice-cold murder bitch in charge of everybody, which makes perfect sense. Hashtag including a pair of human clown slam poets. Hashtag So the only one I got to measure up to is me. And it turns out I measure up awesomely. Hashtag fuchsia ruler. Oh, on the other hand, okay. And on that day, human What's-His-Cape learned the only real treasure was a forced sense of self-esteem. He thanked the punky sea princess for her radical wisdom, and then she went away. I think that maybe I was just owned? Fuchsia Ruler is the name of a song? Oh, might be the song that's playing now, I forget. Let's try the upvote. Oops, that memory you just rebubbled was in violation of the furthest rings content policy. Okay, so is it that I can't rebubble memories from the humans? That, no, that's the dislike, oh, I got it the other way around. Okay, hold on, let's try this again. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, so let's try the actual like memory this time. You rebubble the memory and almost instantly regret it. And now it's just sitting there on your feed, already racking up likes, hates, and additional rebubbles. You wish you hadn't, but now it's out there. Popping the bubble now would make you look wishy-washy to your followers. Monster be the celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Okay, let's ask Dave to join. And we can be Dave, apparently. Yeah, I saw it. I was looking up in space doing a little monster gazing, right? Hashtag Dave's private chill time, hashtag Eldritch Red Lobster, hashtag Bargain Seafood Buffet, hashtag bored. And suddenly I thought my glasses shattered. Hashtag Ben Stiller almost fucking tornadoed in his grave. But it wasn't the shades, it turned out it was space itself that cracked. Hashtag fucking relief, hashtag best bro gave me these. Oh, it actually calls them likes and hates. Oh, but yeah, it's such a relief that it's only all the space-time cracking instead of your glasses. And I listened and I heard the screams and killing and stuff. Hashtag monsters dying, hashtag ghosts dying, hashtag atrocious problems. I haven't slept well since that. John gave him the glasses, dude. He loves them. Drew, fair enough. The song is The Witching Hour, also called Fuchsia Ruler. Oh. Well, I guess I'm sleeping alright at the moment. Hashtag, oh yeah, hashtag I forgot. Cause I'm here in a bubble talking to you, but yeah, in general, my shut-eye has been on top the protein chute. Hashtag troll anatomy, hashtag lewd, hashtag maybe? Keeping myself busy with awesome projects helps a bit, I guess. Hashtag awesome projects. And you must want to kill the guy even worse than me. Why don't you join me? We can fly away and fuck him up together. Hashtag what good is a cape even? Hashtag if you won't fly away to clobber bad guys. Nope. Hashtag nah. Appreciate the offer, but I'm just gonna hang tight and work on my e-bubbles. Hashtag Dave e-bubbles. E-what? E-bubbles. They're awesome. Hashtag how is this not awesome? It's just some ridiculous shit I figured out how to do here. This whole place runs on memory, so I've been messing around with that. Hashtag just as long as you don't ask me how. Hashtag we are cool. Turns out I don't even really need the internet for shenanigans. I can just exploit the afterlife. The fuck? I didn't know you're down in the dumps, kid, but that sounds like a stupid waste of time. Hashtag stupid waste of time. Now, come on, let's go wail on a cherub. Nah. Hashtag yes, let's hashtag just fucking with you. Hashtag no. I mean, I think I might be supposed to kill him anyway. Hashtag air quotes. That's just the feeling I get, like, there are all these clues about that I've kind of noticed. Hashtag remember that bullshit about the pimp being in the crib? Oh god. So if I am the guy that needs to take him down, then fine, I'll do that. If and when I get hornswoggled into some big showdown with a ridiculous green space pimp or whatever he is. Hashtag I heard he has a gold tooth. Hashtag are you fucking kidding me? I don't know, I think I'm not really cut out for the whole reluctant hero shtick. Hashtag I'm better at comics. Like, the whole scene is so obvious and trite, I can't even tell if my reluctance is ironic or if I'm playing it straight. Hashtag reluctance before it was cool, and hashtag and before I was willing. Like, I'll wonder if I'm being reluctant enough to cut it, or if I'm actually just being reluctant to be reluctant. Hashtag how reluctant do you even have to be to do something like etc etc, hashtag sweet bro and hello Jeff. It turns like into meta reluctance, and then all I can think about is how fucking stupid the whole thing is. Hashtag I also think about puppets sometimes. Hashtag unrelated. I think I'm probably just too self-aware for this hero bullshit, so don't even waste your time on me. Hashtag ironic self-pity. Wow. So cool. Not. Oh, she has not fallen for the Dave coolness effect. Oh yeah, Dave reminded me. Yeah, okay. We'll do that after we get to the end of this game. You rebubble the memory and immediately spark a flame war among those others who rebubble it. They chime into the memory, adding their 2 boon pennies. The hostile rhetoric begins to pile up, and soon you try to trace the argument from the beginning in a linear fashion, but you can't. It is pure chaos, as the bubbles have hopelessly dispersed throughout the ring, reducing any coherence the argument once had into shrieking white noise. The dark gods enjoy another small victory over order and reason. We can be Dave. Do we want to be Dave yet? Let's look around for a bit more as Meenah. I don't know if I checked out the other direction. Okay. Okay, yeah, we can go here. You got a fuchsia potion! Oh, well, that's grim. Legend says this enchanted potion is supposed to... Oh, God, it's more troll blood! Wait, this is royal blood! What an absolute outrage that probably some commoner had the audacity to draw royal blood! You're almost mad enough not to give a shit. Hashtag you check it over the edge, hashtag glass shatters, hashtag someone below says, ow, oh dear. Okay, and more bubbles. It's awesome where you put that. To awaken some egregious homo fantasy for a ripped blue dude's mammoth eco-friendly bulge. What? You got a Ribitar. Foes everywhere tremble at the mere sight of this lethal amphibious scourge. So overwhelming is their terror that... yeah, right. This sword is almost too ridiculous for words. It's a nice conversation piece, though. Hashtag, oh shit, is that made of ruby? Hashtag, come to mama. Make sure to hydrate, guys. Okay. What? I can't move. Hello? Hello, Andrew? Hey, get lost, kid. This is my hiding place. Can't you see English is coming for me? Hashtag DOTA, hashtag again. He is coming for us all. Okay, well, I'll leave him to it. Okay, I can't go this way, I guess. Okay, I guess let's be Dave. Wait. Hashtag what? Hashtag the, hashtag fuck. You want to be me? Hashtag air quotes. Yeah, why not? Okay, well, without getting too deep into the issue of how absurd the request is on the very face of it, hashtag a face presently being palmed, it's just not going to happen. I mean, not yet anyway, not this early in your little dream bubble quest you got going on here. Shut up, dog, just let me walk around as you and stuff. Hashtag talk at peeps in your cool kid way, maybe play a different tune. No. Why? I really don't think we should get too meta about this. Just hashtag, okay, look. You're on a mission to gather up all your dead friends and build an army or something. Hashtag can't believe I'm even explaining this. Personally, I think that's a shitty idea, but you are clearly motivated to do that. Yeah, hashtag true dat. So why would you waste time going around being other people? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Hashtag air quotes. For instance, you can't be anybody in this fucking sandy beach area because ostensibly you're just charging through this place looking for your friends. Damn it, try to play the part at least somewhat. Hashtag hashtag already too meta, hashtag I give the fuck up. Aw, man. Hashtag boring. Maybe when you catch up with your posse, you can be some of those guys. Hell, maybe you can be some of us too after the whole thing you're trying to do winds up being this huge, predictable disappointment. That would have to be in a different area. What area? Hashtag what? Hashtag Ukraine. Like a different goddamn bubble zone? Like someone's memory of a magic fucking forest or home village or some shit? I don't know, just somewhere the fuck else. Now go away. Hashtag of this, hashtag let us never speak again. Hashtag be Dave, hashtag bitch please. Fine. Let's try, you rebubble this memory and one guy who follows you decides to be a huge pain in the ass for some reason. He baits you into a publicly rebubbled argument which lasts all day. When it's finally over, you look back at the meaningless exchange and ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? By which, of course, you mean death. Okay, what else can we do here? Is there anything in the wall? No. Can't. It looks like we should be able to go this way, but we can't. Oh, this is a walkway. Okay, here we go. Time to get MC Asharian up in this bubble. Space is meaningless. And so is time. Okay, we have some chests here. Ooh, you got a whole stack of boon dollars. Keep them coming, you'll be rich again in no time. Pretty soon you'll own this place. Right after you save it from destruction, of course. Hashtag, how does this factor into the big silly Tumblr metaphor? Hashtag shrug. You got a whole heap of boon dollars. Hashtag mo money. Some of these messages don't really make sense unless you're being Meenah, but you're not going to let that bother you. Hashtag don't DWI. You got a rag ripper, a popular model from the Demon Bane line of chainsaws. At least it was popular in Alternia. Your planet wasn't nearly badass enough for this thing to be sold legally. Before us was so lame. Hashtag lame planet, hashtag lame planet names. Oh, deal with it. Okay. Okay. Oh, big rug. Okay, we have all these too. You got a sufferer pendant exhibiting the sign of the signless. The story of the sufferer got really popular among your old crew as a kind of religious fad after everyone died and learned the stories of their post-scratch lives. Arania especially seems to have bought into this nonsense hook, line, and sinker. She never wore anything like that around her neck before she died. I wonder if people have just gotten so into it just to bug Vantus? You just know it probably pisses him off seeing people wear this thing all the time. Hashtag, hashtag now that you think of it, hashtag maybe you'll wear one too. Yes, I did see someone there, but I wanted to get the chests first. You got a lance! Whose memory is this? This thing has really made the rounds. Let's see, Tavros had it, but then was impaled by it. The Black Queen had it and used it as a cigarette holder sometimes when she was Snowman. Spade Slick wielded it while riding around on a horse hitchhiker once. Snowman killed Quarters with it, you think. That happened in the top banner though, so you might have missed it. Hashtag Meenah has no idea what we're talking about. You got a pair of horns! This is the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. Why would anyone want to wear a second pair of horns, unless maybe they were compensating for a particularly nubby pair? Oh, you got it! Humans wear these things to pretend to be trolls, and also be less stupid looking. These clearly belong to a human. Hashtag case closed. Okay, let's go check out the person over here, if we can. Okay, we can't get over that way. Oh, hello. You got a Juju. Looks like a magic egg timer, which you can use to travel through time haphazardly and stupidly. It's the type of item that's severely prone to making a mess of the timeline. Need a Juju breaker to destroy such an item and repair the damage it's done, but that kind of thing is extremely rare to non-existent. You don't have a single good guess what form such an item could take. Hashtag okay, you pried one hint out of me. Hashtag the number 7. Huh. Okay, so there does theoretically exist a Juju breaker that can break Jujus. And we get a hint of the number 7. Okay, I guess. That's interesting. Anything over here? Perhapseth. You got some authentic religious memorabilia. These were the doodads adult post-scratch Vantus was chained up with when he died. You bet Sirket would fork over a ton of gold for this junk. Religious nuts are some of the biggest suckers around. Hashtag irons, hashtag suffer, hashtag authentic, hashtag or as authentic as Phantom Ghost memory items get. Okay. Let's... Oh, hello. Hey, it's Shouty! But it looks like he's severely embroiled in a really heavy discussion with your team's Vantus. You really don't feel like getting involved. It's time? It's time? Something's happening? Listen in on conversation. Okay. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna get a drink of water, and then we were absolutely listening into this conversation. Neutral. Let's see. So his name was Vantus. Okay. Okay, here we go. No, Cancri. What was, did Vantus mean then? Because I was assuming Vantus was the name of... Huh, okay. So Cancri. Now I realize we've been at this for some time already. Oh, Vantus is the last name. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I didn't read it. Hold on. We're gonna close this. We're gonna, start this over. Okay. Here we go. Now I realize we've been at this for some time already, but at the risk of derailing the dialogue you initiated, and may I just say how thrilled I am that you did, Karkat, I would just like to qualify my entire analysis of your Alternian culture by saying that in contrast with life in before us, while your people may have been engaged in violent lethal class struggles for millions of sweeps, by no means does this imply that the beforean way of life was entirely without problematic elements. Perhaps even more disturbing and insidious for the lack of acknowledgement and open discussions, particularly as a consequence of what, in my view, were widely and dismayingly unexamined systematic social injustices resulting from the entrenched power dynamics in play. Dynamics strikingly similar to those of your planet's markedly more, I have no idea what that word is. Markedly more something iteration, which has only served to fully indicate my hypothesis that such a hierarchy is really predicated on intrinsically dysfunction and a failure to shift all the usual narratives and undiagnosed problems into an open, judgment-free discourse through which problematic issues are constructively channeled into more intelligently problematized avenues of discussion. Oh, bellicose, okay. Now, before I continue, it's only decent of me to warn you about certain triggers that are surely ahead in this essay. I mean conversation. Triggers include, but likely will not be limited to, class oppression, color culture, and violence against groups, Lucis abuse, complimentary analogous hate speech, pale-filling slurries, and other concupiscent fluids, lifespan shaming, ableist slurs, prolix dissertation. Actually, maybe it would be easier for you to list your triggers, and I'll do my best to avoid these topics or navigate them more delicately, if at all possible. Oh my god! Oh man, didn't think we'd ever meet a character who talks more than Rose. Hashtag trigger warning, hashtag oppression, hashtag culling, hashtag grub violence, hashtag Lucis abuse, hashtag hemophobia, hashtag pales, hashtag slurries. Carcat's stunned. He's stunned. He's speechless. Oh my god. Special grade yapper. Great, it sounds like you don't have any triggers, at least none that you know about. I'll proceed with caution nevertheless. Just please let me know if you start feeling triggered by anything I'm saying, and we can take a brief timeout while you summon your Moirail to help pacify you, assuming you have one. Not that I'm presuming you do, but I've heard you did. Is that correct? If not, I apologize. I further apologize if your orientation precludes the possibility as a pale aromantic, pan-quadrant, demi-romantic, something in the gray pale sexual department or such, and hopefully you are not triggered by such presumptuous concilian normative language. It wouldn't be the first time I was guilty of such an inexcusable microaggression, and I'm not so oblivious to my own romantic privilege to believe it will be the last time either. Hashtag concilian normativity, hashtag microaggressions, hashtag ROM privilege, hashtag presumptuous, hashtag Moirails. We finally found someone who can get Carcat to shut up. I'm glad you brought up the subject of unexamined. I'm glad I brought up the subject of unexamined privilege because it dovetails beautifully with the point I was about to make regarding before in society and its savage umbrella potentiality, which later manifested through the kinds of alternian brutality you are all too familiar with. Those in the higher echelons of the hemospectrum, such as the ceruleans or blue bloods. Careful, being loose with such terminology is opening the floodgates to a whole host of toxic sinus language and hemophobic slurs. When addressing the challenges faced by those lower on the spectrum, such as the mid-hues, or in particular warm castes like umbers, ochres, or rust bloods, another slur, highly problematic, deeply offensive, and triggering terminology, strongly imploring you steer clear of this term. Oh, don't you love him? Oh man, this is great. This is great. They would be well advised to check their cerulean privilege, particularly before dismissing hardships or marginalizing claims of oppression, which can be difficult for them to identify or empathize with from their advantageous position within the before and alternian power structures. Hashtag dovetail, hashtag problematic, hashtag power structures, hashtag toxic sinus language. Oh god. Oh god, this is hilarious. I have definitely been this person before. The person who like just goes on a rant about a topic. Oh my god. Oh god. It's a good thing that my sister is not here to see this, because she would just be giving me a look like, oh yeah, this is what you do to us all the time. Oh my god. And some may argue that in our peaceful utopian culture, we have freed ourselves from injustice and disparities and privilege in a post-scarcity economy, largely equal rights distributed across the human spectrum, and therefore exist in a post-spectral world. Laugh out loud. And therefore there is no need to champion important social causes, and there is nothing left to debate. But really nothing could be further from the truth. You just need to educate yourself and carefully investigate the long-standing power dynamics in play. For instance, a seemingly harmless remark from a cis-blooded cerulean towards an umber or God forbid a burgundy, or yes, even a warm identifying physically cooler caste about their very long-term future plans, such as on the order of centuries, then this may prove to be a very hurtful microaggression due to the fact that low hues cannot possibly live that long themselves, and the more privileged caste could easily outlive dozens of generations of min-hues or hundreds of generations of burgundy, umber, ochre, yellow greens. Note, please avoid describing the lettermost as lime bloods, as it has historically been used as an especially vicious epithet. Such remarks can further trigger painful reminders of how cooler castes, to some extent, 9JAs, but CIPs and Royal Vs in particular have been able to use their tremendous lifespans over the millennia to gain a stranglehold over the social order, have been able to completely dictate our societal evolution by ensuring only their cultural agendas and narratives receive the dialogue's air supply, assuring the codification of those those resultant ideals, and deciding what normalcy entails. And sadly, these absolutes become internalized across the full spectral range, even within those of most compromised privilege, and so you begin to see the cyclical nature of the dysfunction and the resulting inertia against positive change, and raising awareness of the most under-problematized issues, which I think we can agree is pretty problematic. Hashtag post-spectral world, hashtag lol, hashtag various things, hashtag royal versus, hashtag narratives, hashtag agendas. Carcat, you ever gonna stop gaping like a fish? Oh my god. And really, it's everyone's business to examine their privilege. Even burgundies who may be subject to the pitfalls of believing incorrectly, there are none on the scale beneath them whom they enjoy certain privileges over, which off-spectrum trolls will never know, such as those identifying as other bloods or caste multiples, polyblooded, or any who hemoglobically ID as having a caste which manifests nowhere as yet known in anyone physically, or for that matter, off-specs who physically do possess such a blood type, or mutants, very problematic term, highly triggering to some, be warned, such as you and I, Carcat. But this puts us, puts us both in a situation where, to our knowledge, uniquely allows us to understand and empathize with tragically underprivileged and unempowered groups across all scuttles of life, thus affording us both what I like to call a uniquely underprivileged privilege, which, yes, is a kind of privilege we should strive to check as well whenever we can. This same uniquely underprivileged perspective, as I'm sure you know, was disadvantaged upon my post-scratch iteration as well, and while I have no doubt you justifiably came to revere that figure of your planet's rich history and your personal lineage, and well, his goals of peace, equality, and a truly spectrum-wide society, I'm afraid I personally have trouble condoning his methods. I don't like to use the term problematic lightly, but well, his tactics were nothing if not massively problematic, to say the least, employing violent uprising to effect change and emblazoning his mark upon history and his faithful followers with the salty flourish of a single rude shouted swear word. It's not to my taste, even though he is who I would have grown up to be in another life. But no, I prefer to effect social change through rational, honest discourse and contributing contributing to ongoing dialogues, focusing on what should be the real goals through keen adherence to the discipline of problematics, ensuring that we stay focused on successfully problematizing a wide range of direly uncomplicated social dilemmas. Hashtag undercomplication, hashtag salty flourish, hashtag rude shouted swear word, hashtag spectral blind society. God, does this keep going? It keeps going! Oh god, it's nice to see me agree. It just keeps happening. Oh my god. Oh, I'm not free. I'm not free. Oh my god. This is the rest of the stream. Just his rant. Just Kankry's rant. Yeah, not really, hopefully. God, oh god, I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past him to keep this going long enough that it really does take up the whole stream, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. Oh, it's nice to see we agree on so much. Maybe we're not so alike despite our drastically different upbringings. Anyway, as I was saying, the story of your ancestor, and more importantly my exhaustive list of misgivings with his approach to social change, is quite a long and elaborate one, but it actually fits brilliantly within the larger mosaic which captures the broad strokes of my post. I mean, our discussion. Trigger warning. No, this is the rest of Homestuck. No! No! Trigger warnings for the following content includes ancestor bashing, face shaming, loud swearing, torture, burn ship sicking. Again, seriously, let me know if you begin to feel triggered by anything even slightly. We'll pause and see if we can really explore these issues and identify exactly how I may have invalidated your struggles. Without further ado, the story is as follows! Oh, please let this be the end. Please let this be the end. Hashtag trigger warning, hashtag ancestor bashing, hashtag shaming, hashtag swearing, hashtag torture, hashtag burns, hashtag ship sinking, hashtag struggles. Holy shit, he just keeps going. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm just gonna just sit here a bit. I feel exhausted after reading all that. Oh my god. Oh. Bravo on that reading, thank you. Oh my god. We're just gonna take a moment. Oh. Encore, no fucking way. I think you missed a line. 5 minutes ago, get addicted. No, that's it. You're not getting me to do that again. No, I'm not doing that again. We're done. Oh my god. We're hating on this. Oh my god. It's just so, not even for a Scooby snack. Not even for a Scooby snack. I'm sad to say. Scooby snacks can go a long way, but this is my line. This is my boundary. You accidentally rebubble this memory to the wrong feed. It turns out to be badly off topic and you lose a couple followers. You immediately dispatch another bubble specifically to tell them to go fuck themselves. Oh my god, those 14-ish minutes. Oh god. I believe it. I wasn't keeping track of time, but holy shit. Jesus Christ. Holy fucking hell. Oh god. Yeah, we're not doing that again. Oh my god. We're just gonna ignore them. Yeah, goodbye forever. Yeah. Oh god. You got a pretzeled horse hitcher. Who could have done this to such a fine cast iron steed? Whoever it was must have been incredibly strong, incredibly smug, and incredibly floppy when shaken. Hashtag an incredible host. Okay, we can't get past there. How do we get to that person that we saw on the top right? You got a troll romance novel. Wow, this sure is some steamy, trashy literature here. It's making you perspire a little, and you're only 3 sentences into the title. Doesn't seem like anyone's looking. Maybe you'll just take one little peek inside. Whoops, it just disappeared into a blur again. God damn it! Hashtag Lalande! Oh my god. Oh my god. That was, quite the rant. You got a magic cube? Well, hey, is this thing a juju too? It's a shame you can't see through its surface, or you'd be able to ask it yourself. This is another thing that's kind of unnerving to find here. Good thing it's only a memory object, right? Hashtag right. Hashtag maybe. Oh, good, yeah. You got a regicicle, perfect for threshing royalty with. You could almost say you could use it to thresh princes. Hashtag troll Will Smith. Oh, okay, up we go. Oh dear. You got a bunch of liquor Scotty dogs. Oh man, these were a delicacy on your planet. The most valuable treat per pound by far. You have to be a very, very wealthy person to keep a great supply of these on hand. By selling these, you should be able to make most of your fortune back in one fell swoop. Hashtag, except you just ate most of them. Hashtag, worth it. Oh, hello! Hello, you look cool! You look like a cool person! Hello, Latula! Okay. Latula? Hold on, we're making... Okay, gotta update my notes, here. Let's see, Kinkery is, Cancer. Oh god, I forgot my, astrology cheat sheet. That's Libra. Okay. And this is Leula, and she's a Libra. Okay, talk to Latula. Damn, girl! You finally made it! High five! You know it. I'm so fucking ghostly now. Hashtag ooh. Right on, girl. Dream Bubs rules. Something for life. I can't tell what that one is. Oh, wait. What? Yeah. That should have sounded like, for life. Like, A as in after, but spoken as a number, then for as a homonym for the preposition and stuff. Hashtag spoken quirk confusion. Oh god, I can already tell I'm gonna have so much trouble with hers. You know how it is. A girl's gotta sacrifice understandability for the sake of radness sometimes. Reach into the group of choral singers, Pyrope. Choral singers? Oh, you mean choir. I get it. But choral as in the funky shit underwater instead? Still rocking the fish puns, I see. Well, that's not really the kind of randomness I was talking about, but I'll let it slide. Hashtag puns, hashtag kind of lame. Hey, fuck you! Can't believe you'll go shitting on my fish puns right out of the blowhole like that. As if your numbers BS and jacking Z's on the end of a word is any more rad than my baller wordplay. Hashtag, or should I say hashtag swordfish play. Hashtag, nah, that sucks. I mean, your skating and stunts are objectively rad, I'll give you that. But you need to get off your high seahorse because practically nothing else about you is especially radder than average. Oh, chill. Chillax. Psych, I think? I am so jerking your fork. I know we've had our issues before, but I could always see you had a true rad girl cred. You don't even know how hard it was towing the rad load all by myself with you gone for so long. Hashtag towing loads, paycheck. Okay. Hashtag towing loads harshes my grinds. Do you even know how lame of a scene it is being the only legit in your face power gaming girl in a bunch of bubbles full of brutal posers? What I'm saying is I'm psyched to have you back me up. I'm psyched to have you back, MP. She's the game girl. She is the game girl. Hey, hit me up top. Hashtag high five. Sure. Still wearing out those high fives, I see, even after, like, what, eternity? Hashtag still don't know how time works here. Fuck yeah, girl. Oh, never even got to congratulate you on how wicked your rad suicide bomb plan was. Hashtag killed the shit out of us. Never saw it coming. Sure never smelled it coming, Way smart, timing it just before the scratch so that God Tears didn't have a chance to revive before the rest, thus ironically leaving them to be erased from existence. Hashtag not that really even needed explaining. That just occurred to me recently. Was opening the meal vault to make a freaking ghost snack when I was like, shit, a paycheck, I said, all shaking my fist. Don't leave me hanging, girl. Hashtag high five. Okay, one more pyro, but that's it. I dig a good high five as much as the next bad girl, but my god. Hashtag high five fatigue. Got this fresh pimp ghost bud looking fine as fuck. I don't need to callus up my palms already. Haven't you heard an empress needs hands so soft you can use them to polish gold with? Okay, ask Latula to join. Question. Shoot, babes. Seeing as what a hot shit gamer girl you have a reputation for and all, I figured you would be a lock to join my party. To go fuck up Claim Lord or whatever. Lord of Clams. Wait, who? Skull Guy! Kills ghosts! Nope. Help me out. Pay money. Do you keep up with current events? Hashtag current like water current. Yes! You're reminding me why I thought you were crazy, MP. Just freaking spill it. The shit in the sky. It cracked. A monster did that. Do you want to go help me kill the bad guy? Oh, why didn't you just say so? It sounds like a rad plan, and you know how I feel about the rad plans. But I hate to be a buzzkill, but it's been what? Approximately hell a year since I did any fighting. Kinda rusty. Shit don't lit. Shit, don't like KK. No, I said rusty. Hashtag trigger warning, hashtag homophobic slurs. So I'm saying I had scans of time to perfect this killer hand plant. Wanna see? No, I'm pretty sure don't give as much a shit about a trick you did on your 4-wheel device. Homophobic. Did I say homo? I did say homophobic, didn't I? Oh my god. I can't read today. Though I will say, scats is actually a fish pun you made probably an accident. Which kind of makes me want to give you a hug so it balances out your dumb shit answer. Hashtag fish puns are hashtag my one weakness. I'm sorry, MP. I really am. I feel like such a wet snuggle plane balling on you like this, bailing on you like this. After Cankry, you've reached your reading quota, to be fair. Yeah. Oh my god. Hashtag the maybe you like wet snuggle planes. Hashtag since you can live underwater. I should probably run it by MT, see what he thinks. Oh shit, you and Captor. Never have to read again after that. Nope. I'm done. I've reached my quota of reading for the week. My brain's given up on everything else. Oh shit, you and Captor. That's still a thing after all this pseudo time, or? Yeah. Still red? Uh-huh. Mother Glover. Seriously didn't think that'd last. I don't know. There's way more to him than, well, all the terrible and stupid shit he says all the time. And it's always felt like he needs me, if that makes sense, even after dying, so there's that. Fucking afterlife. I know I'm new here, but almost seems like you die and nothing means anything and then you date forever. Sort of makes me want to puke. Maybe in a nice way, though? Oh, it doesn't even have the hashtag there. Couldn't see that wink behind your rad specs, FYI. Hashtag anemone way. If you change your mind, just let me know. Nice. No, we just did ask Latula to join. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's skip. Oh, right. I forgot we have a close conversation now. Should we be Latula now or explore a bit more as Meenah? Let's see what's up here. Hey, you're the one we saw earlier! It's a little dream bubble, but it does not contain your memory. Only Porum can see what's inside. Okay. So this is Porum. Okay. We're getting all the new troll names. Porum. Okay. Talk to Porum. Oh god, she looks so cool. Welcome back. Sup, Miriam? So, your death certificate has barely dried and you're already busy raising an army, I hear? How'd you even hear that already? Word travels fast here, plenty of gossip. Andrew wasn't actually planning on having any of these characters be actual characters. Okay, like he was just planning on them just being like, oh, background stuff. Like, oh, they exist, but they're not actual characters that show up. So, but people were clamoring for it, so they were like, all right, I guess. Here's your troll game. Plenty of gossip. No one quite prepares you for the fact that on the other side of death is an infinite echo chamber of teen drama. Hashtag bubbler. Funny how when we left our world to play your game, we all thought we were leaving our juvenile school-feeding days behind us. Yeah. All the more reason to get out of here and fight bad guys and stuff. I noticed how you cunningly sidestepped that encounter with Kinkri down there. Hashtag nicely done. Oh, she may have avoided it. I didn't, though. Oh, yeah, hashtag poor Shouty. No Moby deserves having to beat a dead teen alt universe ancestor like that. I think he might be entertaining some delusion of taking him under his wing. Or if not his wing, the red fuzzy arm of his sweater. What is with that ugly thing anyway? I made it for him, actually. For one thing, I got tired of looking at his stupid hiked up pants which he refused to change ever. Seriously, did you ever see him wearing anything else? Pant scan. No. So unfashionable. Also, he was always shivering. It gets kind of chilly out here, and he just wouldn't stop. Not that I minded too much, but he had this way of making such vocal and ostentatious displays of suffering, like it's some kind of righteous state of being. It gets kind of difficult for everyone to endure, especially after eons, hence his nickname, I guess. I'm liking her a lot, both because she looks really cool, and also because, her speaking quirk is very easy to read. It's just a plus sign after the O's. It's so easy to read compared to the others. Wait, nickname? If there's a new dig on Vantas, I need to know it pronto. The Insufferable. Fuck yes, high five! Oh wait, forget it, my hands are still sore from Latula. Hashtag goddamn rad girl. Oh yeah, we never did bring up Panscat, did we? What is Panscat? They're all easy to read with enough. They're all easy to read with enough brain poison. I will show. Okay, I'm kind of worried. Bitch slaps hard. Oh, I know. You do? Wait, that is sounding officially like innuendo. You and her ever, I was under the impression you didn't come here to start trading gossip. Oh, you're right. Almost forgot to not be glubbing a fuck. Hashtag glub exactly 0 fucks. Always one that's hard to shit on purpose, you'll see soon. Oh no. Oh no. I apologize for prying into your prom life that was so shrimpudent of me. It's alright, it's not like I have many well-kept secrets. Come visit anytime. We'll get you all caught up on exactly who's been seen passing through the well-greased revolving doors to my quadrants. All the quirks. No! All of them! No! At once! No! That's, Not great. Oh no. Oh wait, I didn't see what is her sign? Can't tell, she just has cool swirlies. Oh, Virgo like Nea. I probably could have guessed that from the color, honestly. Okay. Oh, you'll see all kinds of quirks, more quirks than you can imagine. Oh, and every single kind of quirk and then some awaits. Oh dear. It's a notable idea. Oh, hold on. But I don't know how useful I'd be. Oh, come on. What's the size of your party so far? It's still just you, isn't it? Maybe. Hashtag losers, hashtag everywhere. If I were you, I'd ask all the gold tiers first. They'd give you the most tactical advantage, wouldn't they? Hashtag god tiers. Every single kind of quirk and then some awaits. Luckily, we are shielded from most of them by way of being restricted to Fanon. Oh, thank goodness. Then you can build your coalition around them. Hashtag pajama party. I guess. Oh, they're immortal, right? Or ghost immortal, perhaps? Dear God, it's finally come to this. We have to talk about ghost immortality now in a serious way. Hashtag ghost immortality, hashtag serious business. Yeah, the things have become, quite insane. Oh, when you take a step back. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's what I do. But I think the thing is, the Skull Lord might actually be able to kill god tiers. Hashtag at least, hashtag ghost god tiers. Can he? Like, bypass the whole judgment hullabalooga that makes him resurrect. Hashtag whales. You know, with the fancy clock and all. I don't know. You'll have to ask Rania. I'm sure she could talk your fin off on the subject. Hashtag sylph of words. Oof. Yeah, maybe later. Do you even know who all the god tiers are? There's Urania. Did you ask her? Yeah, but she has her own plan. Girl is going on a cherub jam or some bitch-ass noise. Hashtag F that. Okay, well, I hope this isn't too invasive, but what about you? I've heard rumors that you reached god tier, but never lit on to anyone. Hashtag except presumably Damara. You don't understand. It's just that fucking thief of life get up. Hashtag looked like such an ass. I couldn't just parade around in that hideous thing. Hashtag got a reputation to consider. So it is true then. Thought so. See what I mean though? I wasn't sure about that until just now. Rumors are always flying, but secrets somehow persist. Who knows who else reached god tier? A lot can happen in 3 sweeps. I only know I didn't make it. But if you need someone to eerily phosphoresque in the demon's vicinity while debating whether to try drinking his blood, then I'd like to think I easily crack the top 10 candidates you might consider for the job. Yeah, I know you'd rock the glowing duties. Hashtag PO Glow. Guess you're right, I should see what other god tiers want to join. The prob is, I don't think becoming god tier stops you from being lame and terrible. Hashtag lame, hashtag terrible. And we got a lot of people like that on our team. Hashtag so. This is true. Guess I'll keep axing around. Gotta bounce. See ya, Miriam. So we can B-pour him. You might want to write down Meenah is the thief of life. Very interesting combo. Ooh. Meenah, thief of life. Thief of life. Oh, something in the Discord. What am I looking at? Oh, this is from, okay. Okay, Carcat. Zooming in a bit. He's just like a little shocked boy. Hold on, I gotta... oh, hold on, I missed my, oh, no, here it is. Oh, why is my display capture all the way over there? Okay. He's just, all pants. Oh my god. Just a blob of pants. Okay, hold on, now I gotta get this back to where, and so many people named Panscrit into can't speak today. Panscat into existence. Hey, Infinites, welcome. It's going pretty good, pretty interesting. Okay, so let's be Porum so we can look at that that orb. And the sufferer was stated to be wearing righteous leggings. Oh, you're sick right now? That sucks. We are exploring a bit in this game. We just switched over to Porum to see this orb bubble. Yeah, that sucks. I hope you feel better soon. It's a little dream bubble containing one of your memories. You look inside. Who's wearing thigh highs? Oh. The memory is from right here on Prospect. You spent a great deal of time there during the long sweeps of your session. You remember this little precipice well. But wasn't there a staircase here? You're almost positive there were stairs. Oh, okay. So now we have a shortcut back to the beginning. Nice, nice. Okay. Shortcut. Open door. The door is locked. It appears to be guarding someone's private memories. It looks like it needs a password. Wonder who locked it. Mysterious symbol, a clue, bonus hint, it's Karkat. Yeah, okay, so now we have to talk to Kangri again. Yep, we're with the ancestors here. Oh, good, and listen to a very, very, very long rant from Kangri. Oh my god. My brain is done with words after that, apparently. Yeah, talk to everyone, okay. Hello, Latula! Yeah, okay. Hey. But also, Porum looks so cool. I love her design. Yo, what's up, girl? Latula, it's just me. I don't think anyone is looking. No need to go so heavy on the rad girl routine. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll chill it down a bit. What's on your think pan, Pomare? Meeting our ancestors as kids, or, I mean, our descendants as kids, however you want to spin it. Hashtag, descendstors? Ascendants? Dancestors? Bingo plus. Bingo. It has me thinking about our rebooted lives on Alternia and what we grew up to be. Makes me wonder about fate, if it's something that's even comprehensible. Yeah? For instance, on Alternia, my relationship with Kangri seemed to make some sense. I could definitely see our lives becoming entangled in that way, karmically speaking. But then there were other developments that are still mysterious to me. Like, as far as I know, you and Arania always got along, didn't you? Hashtag radglare, hashtag kindfang. People forget that's where the term is first said. I spayed Kangri. Yeah. Kangri is, interesting. Oh, man. I guess. Never spent much time thinking about Circuit, to be honest. Perhaps the only time it's actually said. I always thought she was a self-absorbed snooze, if you really want to know. Hashtag zzz. Hashtag not even the rad kind of Z's. Exactly. Nothing much to your relationship to speak of at all. But in your post-Scratch lives, you had such major issues together. Even your descendants inherited it, and continued the contentious cycle until there was bloodshed. Hashtag red glare, hashtag mindfang. Before and Karkat deserved better, goddammit. Carcat has issues, but things could be so good for him if he could get past them a little bit. But yeah, he's just never going to find a version of himself or his ancestors that he can actually get along with. Really? Huh. Did you not know that? Hashtag Mindfang gave you 5, then left you hanging. Never really thought about it, but now that you mention it, that outcome makes all sorts of sense to me. She made the face? Oh, the question face! It does? How? It just does, babes. I don't really understand karma. That's because you're not a mind player. Oh, could you explain to me how it works then? Psh, as if that would be a very rad thing to do. Hashtag, do I look like Cirquette to you? Hey, check out this outstanding head flip. I don't... Okay, let's see it. Did we not get to see the flip? Did we not get to see the flip? Fine. Fine. Okay, yeah, let's backtrack and see everyone. Nope. Okay, it was just chests over there. Down we go. Further and further and further. Oh, come on. Oh, did we ever go up here? Okay, oh yeah, this is where we came from. That's where we're going. Did we ever go up here? Oh yeah, and this was blocked by the chest. Okay, yeah, so we did. Okay, so we'll talk to those guys last. Can we go back? Where do you think you're going? This is Meenah's interactive quest through the afterlife. You can only leave this area if you're being her. Okay, fine. Here we go. Cankry time. Canny, leave this poor kid alone. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't call me that. We've talked about this. That's what you call a wiggler. Do I look like a wiggler to you, Porim? No, I don't. It's been 3 sweeps plus eternity for, excuse me, fuck's sake. I think we can safely retire that particular term of endearment. Call me anything but that, even my other nickname. I'm actually okay with that one. Hashtag microaggressions, hashtag, no wait, macroaggressions, more like. Oh my god. I'm not calling you insufferable, Canny. Well, nonetheless, I'm using it as an actual adjective. Hashtag, and even then, probably not to your face. Well, hashtag not often, I mean. It would be nice if you'd at least use my proper name in front of my studious young Alternian descendant. It really kind of erodes my credibility, and I don't need that in the proximity of a fresh-faced youngster who clearly thirsts for knowledge. Why would you want to sabotage a fine young man's education like that? Hashtag fresh, hashtag faced, hashtag youngster, hashtag knowledge thirst. Can we throw a brick at him? I wouldn't be opposed. Rolling my eyes here. Can you see? Do you want me to light them up for you? No, but thanks for offering. Could you go roll them over there? Thank you. Now, where was I? Hashtag how do you even roll eyes without pupils? I don't think he cares. Hey there, Carcat, if you don't mind me asking, are you even remotely interested in the loaf supplement this guy's serving? Gotcha. You just said all you needed to say. You know, you're actually very cute. That girl who's been wandering around in the dragon suit is a very lucky lady. Okay, wonderful. That conversation just came to an end. Porim, please don't hit on my rebooted kid ancestor descendant. It's really weird. Not to mention, he looks exactly like me. I mean, kind of obviously, so when you're hitting on him, it's like you're hitting on me at the exact same time, which, like I said, it's weird. Hashtag it's weird. He did look so sad in that sprite. It's, oh man. Not to get into all this again, but the thought of dating you, it's just a strange and vaguely off-putting idea. Sad cat. Sad cat. No offense. It almost makes me understand at a visceral level the bizarre human anathema of incest, which is something I can't really explain. I'm just saying. Hashtag trigger warning, hashtag incest, hashtag anathemas, hashtag viscerality, hashtag vaguely, hashtag off-putting. Oh my god. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry that I am perhaps literally the only one not to ever fall prey to your tireless omnidirectional solicitations or to get swept up in one of your innumerable flushed or calignous flings. I happen to always prefer you as a friend, and in any case, I always preferred to lead a relatively chaste existence, as it keeps me focused on fighting on behalf of truly important problems. Although staying relatively chaste to you, I suppose, is not saying much. Hashtag hey. Once again, I apologize. I've blundered into the problematic territory of facilitation shaming, thus opening the floodgates to the myriad ways one may be disadvantaged upon by its staggering shame radius. I forgot to check my piety privilege, and here we are. I was going to cover this topic in a much later chapter of my lecture, but we've gotten badly derailed here. Or just embarrassed cat. Hashtag trigger warning, hashtag derailment, hashtag train wrecks, hashtag choo-choo catastrophes. Choo-choo catastrophes. Carcat, I'm sorry for this interruption. I promise I'll get back to my critical lecture as soon as this promiscuous Lucy body leaves us in peace. No, poor Carcat. Hashtag village two-wheel device. Oh my god. Carcat. Just say you don't want this anymore. Choo-choo catastrophes is amazing. Oh, I love choo-choo catastrophes. Yes, critical lecture, I'm sure. And as am I right in being just as sure you are assiduously deconstructing every conceivable hypothetical form of injustice, no matter how obscure, except those that I happen to think are kind of important? Hashtag yes. No, just no, Porum. We're not doing this. Hashtag no. I am not going to pollute Carcat's utterly imperative crash course in which he is introduced to the absolute basics by indulging in your pet issues. Yes, how dreadful it would be for your 69 million word essay to get bogged down by even the faintest reference to the roles of gender in Beforean and Alternian civilization. Hashtag human sarcasm. Look, it's not that I'm insensitive to your concerns on that topic. I'm interested to discuss them with you on an academic, primarily theoretical level. Theoretical? Oh my god, is he transphobic? I just think there is inherent danger in muddying the waters of discourse by introducing social issues which are suspect at best, thus consuming crucial resources from the, or misogynistic something. Oh my god. And thus consuming crucial resources from the limited cache of rhetoric which propels these narratives. And furthermore, one could argue it's more than a little problematic, offensive even, for you to be appropriating the lexicon of sensitivity used to advance awareness of major issues, thus reducing it to the level buzzspeak and pseudoscience. It makes it more difficult for those of us who are genuinely focused on positive changes to be taken seriously, that's all. Appropriating? Hashtag that's not, hashtag what that even hashtag means? Pseudoscience? Hashtag you did not just... I'm sorry, I just don't think there's much there. We aren't like humans, whose species bizarrely enough includes highly specialized roles for both sexes in the process of reproduction, and so this naturally had social ramifications for the way their civilization evolved. But that's not how it works for us, so I fail to see how gender factors into the discussion in a way that can be effectively and rationally problematized. Where is the room for unexamined privilege in the dichotomy? I don't see it. And appropriating the talking points and awareness raising tactics for dubious issues like this is, frankly, frowned upon, to put it politely. Such appropriative gestures only serve to marginalize and validate those subjects to serious real-life struggles and oppression, and I guess I'm a little disappointed to see you being so blithely and inappropriately appropriatory. Oh my god! Hashtag frowned upon, hashtag frowns all around, hashtag welcome to Frowntown. Oh my god! Jesus Christ, dude! Candy, I'm starting to feel just a little bit triggered by all this appropriation bullshit. Hashtag trigger warning, app about to kick your tall pants ass. Agree. Oh, my sincere apologies. I should have done a better job tagging my statements, but for future reference, it's helpful to alert your conversational partners to your triggers well in advance. Should I go fetch your Moirail to help you settle down? And if so, who exactly would be willing to fill that quadrant today? Hashtag, it's the mayor, right? Gotta be the mayor. All right, obviously you're in one of your bratty moods and gone. Don't be like that. Really, we can talk about whatever you like later, and I'll be really sympathetic, I promise. Just not around my pupil. Well, he's still learning. Or my descendant. What did I say? Carcat, I mean. Anyway, Carcat, again, I apologize for that. Hashtag no, where was I? Hashtag gonna get lead to destroy all versions of Kankery. Oh my god. Carcat's just like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck this guy. Holy shit. Oh god. He's a headache and a half. Oh jeez. Oh god. Claims to care and be focused on all these social issues, but gets way too hung up on terminology. But he's so cool. People love Kankery. Oh my god. And then like forcefully talks to people about it who are clearly not interested in the slightest. Thus probably putting them off of these issues even if they were even slightly interested in the process. And then he took over, instead of like putting his focus on like one or two issues, which would be more productive, spreads out on all of them except for feminism. Apparently he doesn't think that's real. What? Kankery is one of the most popular characters. I'm not kidding. Somehow. Oh no, he's made of pure boredom. I guess he has a lot of pupils. Oh my god. Oh god. Anyways, wait, hold on. We can, wasn't there an option to, yeah, we can be Kankery. Hold on, can we be Carcat? No, we can't, boo. People like crab yappers. Oh no. Be Kankery, I guess. Why do you want to be me? What sort of nonsense request is that? Can't you say I'm in the middle of a entirely important word dump? I mean, a man-to-man conversation with Carcat? I might consider it if you asked more nicely, or at the very least more radically. Okay, so we gotta be the skateboarding girl in order to be him. Okay. Yeah, so we can only switch to her if we're for Meenah. Let's be Meenah. And then be Latula. Oh wait, hold on. I misspelled her name in my notes. I put it as Layula instead of Latula. Okay, there we go. It's fixed now. You think you just fall into this bubble and start being any rad gamer girl you cross paths with? Yeah, right. You have a long way to go before you earn enough rad creds to be me, or as I like to call them, crads. Latula, shut up and just tell me what horseshit thing you want me to do. It's gonna cost ya. You have to like all my raddest memories and then rebubble at least 413 of them. The number 413, not AIE. You cannot be serious. Hashtag psych. Okay, tools, I'm outie. Wait, don't be like that. We can still cut a deal. Let me think. All right, kid. Tell you what. Since I dig your style, I'll give you a shot. You may think you rule whereas most others drool, but what I want to know is how bad can you thrash stuff? Just need to scope your backflip chops, make sure everything checks out, see if your techniques are what they needs to be. Kickflip chops? Yeah, girl, show me your stunts. Maybe something in a hand plant? Ooh, what about know what shit would be wicked malicious? Grinding down 4 railings. Hashtag yeah, hold pulls. That ought to be flagrant enough to prove your radness, for sure. Hashtag 4 is homonym, okay. So what do you say, Paycheck? You ready to start ripping up so many hellacious shreds that this Flirshitty biz nasty will start getting so deliriously rude brains it. What? Just give me the board, Pyro. Okay, you got Latula's 4-wheel device. Hashtag, oh yeah, hashtag what's up gamers. Okay, so I'm gonna see that's why we needed this staircase to go down so we could do, yeah, so we could grind. Yeah, that's 1. That was so freaking radical. Holy smokes, girls, I didn't think you even had grinds like that. So you say you want to be me, huh? Well, you got it, Hella Girl. I'm not sure if I should be the one asking to be you. Okay, so, I just had to do 1. Okay. So we're Latula now. Okay.
Yeah, what's up, gamers? I'm Game Girl, and I'm here to show you that girls can game.
I'm loving this. The music.
Unless you want to get beat by a girl. Are you ready? Well, let's do this.
Beautiful.
Yo, I'm the Game Girl, and I got the scores because I whip butt and game hardcore. I might look cute, but I play to win, so get your head in the game because we're about to begin. I got sweet moves and secret skills to pull off the most of
Yeah, forget the plot. We're just gonna we're just gonna dance to this for the rest of stream. Woo. Okay. Be Cankry. Congrats, you've won Homestuck. Yeah! Be me? I'm not sure if that's... come on, Cankles, please! Wow. Okay, I'll interrupt my imperative dialogue just this once. For you. Dr. Carcat. One moment, please, Carcat. I'm going to wander around briefly in an autonomous fashion. I know you're very excited to continue our discussion, and I promise I'll return very shortly so that we may resume. Just remain standing here in this exact spot while you take time to let the wisdom of my words take root in your heart, and try not to wander off with anybody, okay? Be right back. BRB. Okay, so we gotta get away from him. And now let's be Meenah. No, we can't be Meenah. Okay, Oh, Meenah, I didn't see you come in. You should have come say hello. We just gotta get, Carcat over to the door. Okay, I do have more convos first, okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't want to bother you and shoutier you over there. Hashtag or talk to or listen to you or be around you. It would have been alright. Carcat and I were only a few hours from wrapping up our first of what I'm presuming will be many, many sessions together. Hashtag so many. You and I have so much to discuss. I really crystallized some problems. Eternity has really helped me make some progress on issues that matter to everybody, even groups of people who don't technically exist. Dude, what the fuck? I've had a lot of time to think about that and about us, our team, I mean, and the mistakes we've made, which were probably blessings in disguise. I know we had our differences, with you claiming the role as sort of our de facto leader in terms of strategy and execution, literal execution, I suppose, while I rose to prominence among our peers as the undisputed spiritual shepherd of the group. Are you sure? Are you sure that's what your role was? Hashtag hurting all these goddamn, wool beasts, hashtag fucking pain in the ass. If I had eternity to spend here, I'd find a way to commit double death. Whatever you say. Hashtag undisputed spiritual shepherd. I've also heard you're recruiting members for a militia. Another bold endeavor, not surprising though. Before you embark, I do hope you'll set aside at least several sweeps to listen to some of my... Hey, Vantus. I really want to hear more of your garbage and listen to it with hella bated breath. Hashtag baited like worms and such. Hashtag fishin'. Like, I really missed that. You have no idea. But I have to go do a thing. Hashtag yeah. Real quick. Oh. Can you wait? Like, right here. Exactly this spot. For a few minutes. Absolutely. Really, no hurry. I'll take the time to prepare some of my opening statements to better contextualize my prohibitively loquacious harangue. I mean, friendly banter. BRB, dog. Be Meenah. You said we had more convos as Porum and Latula. Okay, yeah. So let's not be her yet. Gotta talk with them and then be them and have more convos. Okay. Talk to Porum. In the future, I'll thank you not to embarrass me in front of my new disciples. Friends. I mean friends. Wait, what did I say? Definitely meant friends. I really don't need you policing my awareness-raising rhetoric. You're not my human mother. Weird human familial structures. Yeah, as them and not with them. Okay, so yeah. So we've got to do all these conversations, then we can be Meenah and take Carcat and go to the door. What does that even mean? You would understand if you spent time actually researching other cultures to gain more comprehensive foundational perspective on our systematic problems instead of meddling in other people's enlightening and enormous conversations. Enormous in progressive virtue. All these sweeps and you still act like such a wiggler sometimes. Hey, is that grub sauce on your face? What? No. Yes, it is. You have a big smudge of sauce right there. You're a mess, Canny. Come here. No! No! Stop! Don't touch me! I get it! I got it! See? It's fine. He's so mad whenever the implication of him being, acting like a child or anything. Don't wipe it off with your sleeve. Oh my god, I just watched that for you. Oh god, he is literally a child. Oh my god. Oh dear. Ghost laundry. I don't care. I didn't ask you to wash my sweater. I keep telling you I have no interest in before-end possessions. Or Alternian, or Earthly. We aren't on before us anymore. I worked hard on that sweater and I'm not going to stand by while you encrust it in grub sauce. I was perfectly happy without the sweater. To be honest, I'm less than thrilled with how it obscures my pant line. You can't even see my nice belt. You make me sigh so much. I'm almost left sightless. Why are you always so contrary with me? To be honest, I think your need to rebel against whatever I suggest is what drives your dismissal of my views more than anything about the views themselves. I don't dismiss your views. I respect them. I've told you this. I think the role of gender in before-end society is probably a really fascinating and advanced subject to explore. See, you and I can appreciate the subject, of course. I just don't think anyone is ready for that yet. There are so many other hurdles to overcome first. Hurdles? Canny, you should seriously stop overthinking this stuff. Even I don't know what you're talking about most of the time. Look, I'm just saying it's a huge risk opening that can of dirt noodles, trying to educate people on that subject on top of everything else. I just don't want to distract from all the more glaring issues that desperately need the full attention of our people if we are going to make any progress as a civilization. Progress as a civilization? Cankry, our people are extinct, and you're worried about distracting from the more glaring issues? Everyone is dead! Porum, I'm very disappointed to hear you say that. that was an extremely, corporeal normative remark. Corporeal normativity. Mortality privilege. Soul shaming. Oh my god. Okay, we don't want to be her just yet. We still have to talk to Latula. God, where did I be Meenah and walk back to the north? Okay. I think Latula's down here somewhere too, so we can talk to her first. Okay. Talk to Latula. Oh, hey Latula, I thought I heard your device grinding on various surfaces nearby. Oh yeah, be Latula to be Meenah, okay. How are your athletic toy stunts going? Are you getting a lot of air? Am I saying that right? Did you hang, hang 10? No, that can't be right. You know it, bro. You can't even touch this. I'm escaping I'm escaping to the side from above, from every which way, basically. Well, I wasn't going to attempt to make any sort of physical contact with you, and even if I did, I have no doubt that you would be able to maneuver away from my grasp on your speedy little platform. Either way, I'm more than content to let you escape in any direction of your choosing if that's your wish. Dude, just what I think you've already said, the squarest thing possible. You go and say something like that. I guess. You know, it's really nice we can talk like this. It is. Yes, I was just thinking lately about our new post-scratch friends, particularly the young Vantas and Pyrope iterations on their team and how they're pretty similar to us, but also really different. Yeah, little me is blind. Did you even know that? Hashtag have you seen her little dragon suit? So cute. Yes, but that's not really what I'm talking about. She and Carcat have a different relationship from the one we have. Theirs is much more turbulent, which is fueled presumably by romantic tension. I'm picking up on some major vacillation vibes from their situation. It's kind of unfortunate, but it makes me grateful that we never got to that point. Hells yeah, who needs that? I'm sure it's mostly due to the fact that we've stayed entirely away from the stingbug's nest of romantic entanglements, which of course is related to my oath of celibacy, which, as you know, is just a personal choice. One which, for some reason, my post-scratch adult self eventually strayed from, with Mulin, of all people. But that's neither here nor there. Hashtag seriously, I mean, she's nice, but really? You and Mua and news still cracks me up. Yes, but regardless, what I'm saying is it's great we stayed away from that. It's helped me appreciate you as a friend and admire all your good qualities, platonically, of course. You're right, it's been pretty rad when you put it that way. Like how you never bought into the usual roles of your caste as an Aqua, not even the more well-intended social conventions of your privileged aristocratic bloodline. You never looked down on anybody or saw it as your civil duty to care for or improve the warmer classes, falling prey to unfortunate tendencies involving cerulean savior complex or the blue blood's burden, trigger warning on that obviously, which sadly became so inseparable from the fabric of the spectral order, which each class conditioned to view those below in the same way. The obstacles to raising awareness were almost insurmountable, but unlike the cooler hues on our team more privileged than you, like your Circuits, your Zahaks, your Amporas, I never got the sense that you put the slightest bit of stock in any of that, and I think that's pretty amazing. Hashtag Cerulean Saviors, hashtag Teal Templars, hashtag Violet Valiants, hashtag Purple Paladins. Yeah, that shit's a drag. Why would I bother with any of that? I mean, I'll help low bloods learn stunts and cheat codes if they want, but that's it. Right, and I'm just saying, if my head was ever clouded by romantic feelings for you, I probably wouldn't be able to appreciate that about you. Just like I wouldn't be able to appreciate all the fairly cool Z's you put at the end of many words, or say things loudly and with enthusiasm, even if it's not particularly warranted. Hashtag it rarely is. Yeah! Hashtag woo! Or the way your hair flows in the wind when you scoot over some sort of obstacle on your device really fast. Or the way you make this funny little noise just as you connect with one of your copious high fives, which can only be heard over the loud slap if you listen really closely. Yeah, I noticed some stuff like that. About you too, I guess? Oh god. Or the way you've always shown kindness to people who needed help, without making them feel tragic or helpless for accepting it. What a nerd. God, oh god. Like, hey, I appreciate you, a friend. Now here's all the things that I love about you in a maybe not so platonic way. Oh my god. Oh god. Or the way you still manage to look stylish even without your cool shades, or sometimes when they're propped up on your head just in front of your horns. Or, I don't know if you remember that time Meenah baked everyone a cake. It was the first sweep anniversary of entering the game. One of the rare moments of solidarity and good cheer among our entire team at once. Everyone was raving about how good the fresh baked cake smelled, so you took a big sniff. I guess forgetting for a moment you couldn't smell. Then you quickly caught yourself and played it cool, making sure no one noticed. No one did. But I noticed. And I just thought that was kind of endearing. Oh god. Anyway, I think all that would have been completely lost to me if we didn't have this strong platonic bond. I just thought I'd say that. Guess I'll get going now. See you around, Latula. She's like, holy shit, he's in love with me. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Okay, so we're the two now. And now we're gonna go be Meenah. What's up, gamers? Okay, let's have we talked to her as I don't think so. I don't think we've really been her. Yeah, rest in peace, her sense of smell. Oh no. Yo, Paste Up, my girl. Shit, tools. I forgot how many rad nicknames you like to cycle through. Hashtag passing out names like cheap cuttlefish. You know, I always thought Paycheck was kind of dope. Why don't you just stick with that? Right on. I like that one too. Paycheck it is. High five, girl. Hashtag woo. No, let's not. Ow. Hashtag ow. Oh, sorry. Did I hurt you? No, I meant wow. Hashtag yeah. Like, wow, that was a radical hand slapping. Sure fucking was. Dang, it's tight your back. Hashtag the tightness. That's cool, but aren't you overstating our prior relationship as something above neutral just a tad? Hashtag tadpole, hashtag yeah, it's a stretch, it's a fish pun. Hashtag gonna count it though. Oh, maybe. I had lots of time to think, both before we all ate it and after. Hashtag the big wipeout, hashtag rad death analogies. And I came to some mad epiphanies about you, or us really. I was thinking about you all wrong. That for most of the time, we knew each other, I was all like, why should there be two badass in-your-face girls in the group? Sort of overkill, right? Meh. Hashtag you serious? I was kind of viewing you as a competitor and like a two-girl rat-off. I was winning in my mind, of course, but see, I had it all wrong. Did you? Yeah, see, I'm the team's rad girl, whereas you're the team's bad girl. It all makes perfect sense. Doesn't that make so much sense? That is the stupidest clubbing thing to require any sort of rationalization I ever heard. Hashtag P lame tools. See, Paycheck? I knew I could count on you to be justifiably cynical about my neurotic bullshit. You rule! Beautiful. Okay, while we're her, let's talk to Porim. Yo, Pores, you see Pay Dirt is back? I saw. Pretty rad, huh? The A-Life just scored a little more girl power. Hashtag let's drool more cool. Hey, give me 5. That's, ow. Not so hard. That's good. What? Come on. I thought you of all people would be psyched to get a little more representation from the ladies up-ins. Why would that be? It's nice to see an old friend, but that's about it. Hashtag up-ins, hashtag meaningless, hashtag on all levels. I think that you are possibly still caricaturizing my point of view on the subject, assuming we're even talking about the same subject. Watch the way your continued commitment to this overzealous rad girl thing still strikes me as a caricature of the kind of female strength and empowerment you're trying to project. Say what? That's bogus. I'm this rad because I like being rad. Radness rules. I know it rules, but there's such a thing as overdoing it. Did I phonetically emphasize that Z enough? Don't you see it can come across as a series of affections designed to overcompensate for an implicit flaw with your gender? An act which rebuts what should be a straw man with a cartoonish masquerade that with every kick, flip, and high five screams, yes, it appears that girls can be as radical and good at games as boys, thus lending a certain dignity to the premise at the expense of your own. What? Wait, what? Ah, man. Hashtag rad times officially, hashtag harshed. What are you talking about, girl? Meenah, where'd you go? Come help me be cynical about this. Ah! Her arms blocking the hashtag? You can pretend to misunderstand all you want, but we've talked about this before, and I know you're smarter about this than you let on. We were raised in what was a formerly matriarchal society, which has always been used as a shield to downplay clear instances of female oppression and obfuscation the relevance of gender roles, particularly where they're weighted against females. But anyone who's looked at our society more honestly can see that, well, yes, it is superficially observed as a matriarchy on a fuchsia down basis. On a practical level, all of the enforcement and political power governing most classes was delegated to the higher CIPs, which were generally male-dominated castes. They got to control the agenda and dictate the social conventions, and anyone who dared to object or bring light to this could always be countered with, "Hey, matriarchy," end of discussion. Hashtag help. Okay. Hashtag fuchsia down matriarchy, hashtag purple down patriarchy. Girl, please, don't tell me you're going full Vantis on me here. No, if I were getting my Vantis on, we'd only be getting warmed up. But that's really all I have to say on the matter. Wow, phew. I just think you should be yourself more often. We already know you're strong and good at games and all that. You have nothing to prove. Yeah, you're probably right. It's kind of stressful sometimes, keeping it up. Sometimes I forget to put Z's at the end of words, and I really stress out about it. Hashtag specifically when I'm off my meds. You know, I always did feel better talking to you, and like I could talk the edge off my rad thing. Like I could take the edge off my rad thing and relax a little more. Then let's make it more of a habit, shall we? Oh, I love her smile there. That's so cute. Hex yes! Hey, thanks for the pep talk, Popo Mary Games. That nickname, it is just so awful. Oh, whoops. Want me to switch back to porn star? Mary Games will be fine. Okay, we could switch to, last one is Porum to Meenah. Okay, so let's do, be Porum. Talk to Meenah. I really can't blame you for being in such a hurry to go kill him. Huh? The Lord of Time. Actually, it's a good example of what I've always been trying to say to Kankri, but he doesn't buy it. Hashtag snotty brat privilege. Snotty brat privilege. After the scratch, our world continued to be matriarchal upon superficial observation, but was subject to a considerably more sinister, cloaked form of patriarchal tyranny all along. What are you talking about? Your post-scratch self, who grew up to be the Empress, was really just the Lord's slave all along, implicitly during her long reign, through manipulation by his cunning employee. Hashtag an excellent host. And then explicitly, after the extinction of our race, she formally became his servant and did his bidding long after. What? He did the same with Demera. She was his royal time witch, helping him turn our world into the nightmare it became. When her usefulness came to an end, he pitted you and her against each other in, I guess, a twisted redux of the conflict you and she had in the past. Hashtag the outcome was somewhat different this time. Yo, that's so messed up! The bottom line is, in addition to being an all-around bastard, this guy appears to enjoy being especially nasty to girls. If it's true he's hunting down the ghost of his departed sister, then I really feel sorry for her. No, fuck that! Hashtag roar! I'm going to slaughter that ugly muscle monster! Hashtag roar! I will steal its shitty coat and wear it on my throne! Hashtag roar! I will rip off its skull and gild it, and then I will wear it as my crown while his bleeding green torso bows before me. Ah! God, I love her nicknames. Hashtag wow. Best of luck with that. Beautiful. To be honest, I kind of want to see someone make an animation where pre-scratch Meenah fight HHC. Oh, that would be cool. Okay, so we want to be Meenah. Okay. Let's see. We're going north. Okay, so Meenah found a horse hitcher, which is a thing you hitch a horse to, but it's also shaped like a horse. Same one Spade Slick rode around on that one time and then hit Doc Scratch with, and then Doc bent into a pretzel. Oh yeah, was it, someone said that we can give them a horse. I don't remember who. Let's head back across the beach. Back to the Purple Rock area.
Okay. Here we are. Hello. I have something for you. Oh my god, you didn't! You didn't! Hashtag could it be? You did! You brought me a horse! Look at this glorious snuggle-up horse hitcher. This is the most amazing present I have ever received. I will cherish it forever. So, hey. Do you come here often? Hashtag Vriska who? Dude! Dude, I thought you were Vriska for life! Oh my god. Well, a deal is a deal. I am now at your command. Why? Why did I have to bring this idiot to that horse hitcher? Okay, so he's following us. I'll see, I should plan why they like horses so much. They are magnificent creatures. Enough said. Okay, what can I do with you? Can I, okay, no. Okay. Okay, hello. So he's still following me. Yeah, just head back now? Okay. Does anything change if I talk to anyone with him? Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. Right, I forgot we have a little close conversation button now. I don't have to rush through it all to get to the end. Okay, nope, this is the wrong way. Okay. Checking to see if we missed a convo? Okay. Oh, right, it was here. Here we are. Latula to Kankri. Okay, okay. Here you are. Be Latula. Okay. Oh, great. I blocked the stairs with her. That's not great. Hold on. We're gonna be Meenah and we're gonna move her a bit so we have access to the stairs. So be Latula. I did that bit out of order. Does it make a big difference? Or can we just, okay. Latula to Kinkri. Talk to Kinkri. Bro, I hear you've been hassling the new kid. What is up with that? Hassling? Far from it. I've merely discovered a new and far less ungrateful flock, which has not yet become woefully jaded to my messages of positive social change. Hashtag new followers. You can't fool me, Kanks. You are boring the poor dude to death. You just want to make a ghost out of him so you can keep him here forever. Which ain't right. You have to let that bro die of his own mad volition. Hashtag mistakes. Hashtag like us. Can you scoot away on your little wheeled toy for immature wigglers? I was in the middle of a sermon. Hashtag, I mean, a conversation. Why don't you save him some grief and give him one of your old memos? Remember those? How many sweeps did you spend trying to force us to read that trash? Hashtag fruity righteous blowhard factory. I don't remember, and no, I won't be sharing my old memos with him. They were written very poorly and my methods of argumentation were flawed and extremely childish. I deleted most of those memories from these bubbles, so don't bother rooting around for them. Frankly, they stunk. Hey! Oh man, I'm sorry, I completely forgot that stunk was an ableist slur. Please forgive my insensitivity towards her disability. Hashtag trigger warning, hashtag trigger warning, hashtag trigger warning, hashtag sorry, hashtag trigger warning, hashtag ableism. It's chill, I was only acting offended to bug you. No, really, it was inexcusable of me. I should have at least preceded my callous remark with a trigger warning. Hashtag trigger warning, hashtag embarrassed, retractions ahead. I have no business making light of your impairment, thus failing to check my nasal privilege, and potentially bringing back painful and devastating triggering memories of the old cycle of revenge between you and some friends, which resulted in the loss of your olfactory sense. I have to admit, I was skeptical at first about whether that really qualified as a true disability, warranting sensitivity and the promotion of awareness, but being close to you as a friend and carefully examining my privileges really opened my eyes. Oops, that euphemism is slightly ableist to the blind, which I meant was, broadened my horizons in the nature of disability. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh dear. Hashtag nasal privilege, hashtag horizons, hashtag broadness, hashtag horizontal width longing. What? Oh dude. Yeah, that's funny, because it never would have occurred to me to take it all that seriously as a handicap without you making a federal case out of it for so long on my behalf. So thanks, Gank. Hashtag mad disadvantaged bro times. My pleasure. Really, it is truly amazing that you've managed to triumph over such adversity to become a great role model for others, excellent at video games, and a totally stellar skateboarding person, all while being a girl, no less. Oh god. Okay. Okay, so let's, okay. So let's see. What can we do with this guy? Oh wait, no, he's back here, so we have to get him to move again. So we actually do need to still be, we need to still be Latula to get him to move. Be Latula. Okay, be Kankery. Okay. Okay. Now let's be Meenah. Oh, wait, we can't. So let's be for him. Oh, wait, he vanished. Did he just go right back? Okay. Okay, so what order do I have to do this in? Huh. If I be Latula, we can talk to Meenah. Okay, yeah. Be Kankery. That's right. Oh, great. Now I'm blocked. Okay. Be for him. To walk. This is not great. Game right out. Okay. If I be Latula. Be Kankery. Okay, oh great, now I've locked myself in a different way. Okay, be Latula, be Kankery. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, now let's talk to Meenah. Okay, okay. Okay, now let's be Meenah. Let's talk to Carcat. Psst. Hey, Fantus. What? Now's your chance. Let's blow this nautical stand. Nautical popsicle, close enough. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to. Shouty, you can't let that boring nerd tell you how to roll. I'm gonna stand here lisping into his shelf-important abalone all day? Not really. Hashtag shelf-important abalone? Hashtag goddamn sea dwellers. Then come on. Okay, okay, we have our little group of followers here now. Okay. So we can get to the door. Wonder what our friend Andrew here is gonna do. Open door. Viantis, give me your password. Huh? This is your door, ain't it? What makes you say that? The symbol on the door is the same as on your fucking shirt. Come on, it ain't blast off device science. Hashtag pachoo. Okay, yeah, it's mine. Maybe I got tired of interloping shitbags traipsing through my private and personal memories. You don't need to whisper anymore. Ain't no one around. Oh. Now what's the password? Move over, I'll type it for you. No, just tell me, Shouty! Oh my god, that is so unreasonable. How is it not pretty much the most reasonable fucking thing in the world to let me just type my own password? Dude, you want Kankry to find you and talk your nubs off again? No, anything but that. Hashtag, oh dear god, I'm with you, Carcat. I'm so with you. Ugh. Our army is off to a great start, an army of nerds. All right, I'll tell you just, yeah, give him another shot. Don't go blabbing it around. The password is, if I hate myself, blah, something, okay, please say it louder. What? If I hate, bro, you gotta speak up. If I hate myself so much, then why don't I hate Mary myself? Perfect. Beautiful. Oh my god. Hashtag what, are you deaf? We've come full circle. That's your password? What in Glub's name does that mean? Nothing. It's none of your business. It's just something that reminds me of an old friend. All right, make it going now. Was it John who said that to him? I don't remember. Who said that to him? That if you hate yourself so much, why don't you hate? It was Jade. Oh yeah, Jade's password system. Oh, aw, he misses Jade. That's so sweet. Fuck yeah, this way, Shouty. You will not regret hitching your wagon to my starfish. Ugh. Okay. In we go. Whoa. So, Shouty. Or Kingcrat, was it? Been meaning to ask you. Hey! Where'd he go? It's so hard making friends. Yeah, he's gone. He's out of here. But we still have Andrew. Okay, so we can't do anything to the grates. What's with the cool elevator music? Oh, you got a 2010 Spirited Horse calendar. You flip through it and yep, Hearts Boxcars is still farming all those goddamn horses. Hashtag fucking pain in the red cheeks. Okay. Anything down here? No. Okay, there are trees, so we're fading into another memory area. Okay. Can't go here. You'd expect the literal author avatar to have more power in the story, but he's just dead. Hello? Exposition 5 boon bucks. The sylph is in. love the Peanuts reference. Have you seen where Louder Vantis went? The horse calendar is your reward for recruiting Andrew. Oh, that's it? That's all. Yes, I saw him scurry by a moment ago. He went that way, into a memory of his old neighborhood. Man, what gives? Does my breath stink or... Hashtag, do I need a fish mint? I think he just wants to be alone. He tried to lock his memories away from others, I guess without realizing these bubbles can be very permeable. If the memory is big enough, people will be able to wander into it from many directions. He probably won't be too happy to find more of our friends hanging out there. Ah, shit, more of the old gang is that way? Guess I better go talk to them too. Hashtag yay, more useless tools. Oh dear. Probably have to bail Shouty out yet again. Damn kid makes you work. That's probably why you're so obsessed with him. Shut up. Sir Cat, what are you doing? Oh, what is this shit? You selling something here? If so, I should warn you I'm a little low on funds these days. I'm offering explanations. I will explain anything you desire. You must be out of your sea sponge if you think I'm a part with anything of value for a shitty speech. Oh no, you misunderstand. It is I who will pay you 5 boon bucks if you listen to an explanation on any topic of your choosing. Perfect, you got her! Oh, hashtag good grief. So what topic will it be? Hang on, hashtag I'm thinking. Can't decide on a topic? No, I can't decide if it's worth listening to you even if you pay me. Aw, now I know you're messing with me. I know you can't say no to easy money. Yeah, you're right. Hashtag, if I fall asleep, do I still get paid? Late on me. Okay, tell me about Cankry Vantus. How is the boon baller econ not overinflated to hell and back? How much is it worth anyways in the afterlife? The Seer of Blood played quite a different role on our team from that of his successor, though his potential as a blood player went similarly unrealized. It was only when he grew up on Alternia that did he begin to tap into his abilities, triggering recollection of our lives on before us and what we all went through. He remembered our more peaceful way of life and his desire to unite people. As an adult, he was able to do this much more effectively and maturely, heroically even. He learned how to inspire others and be a true leader, even when the odds were stacked against him in his violent culture. It cost him his life, but his message lived on. I believe the Knight of Blood now carries his burden, whether he has decided to accept it or not. A Knight of Blood. Is that, hold on. Yeah, that is Karkat. So Karkat carries the burden, whether he has decided to accept it or not. That could be bad. Could be bad, considering he died. Would rather that not happen. Little does Arania know that the fans would pay her 5 trillion boombucks to listen to this. Classbacks, let's go. Cankry is the Seer of Blood. Okay, Meenah is just not a fan of any of this shit. Yeah. She just has no patience for monologues of any length. Though to be fair, if I had to listen to Cankry's monologues over and over and was stuck with them for a while, I would probably be sick of them too. Okay, so let's see. Cankry is Seer of Blood. Okay, there we go. Many of us on Alternia grew up to become secret followers of his teachings, just as many of us now follow them, though I'd say with a bit more detachment, because we're dead. Speaking personally, I'd refer to myself as more of a fan of his story and what it represents, both the hidden potential in our friends he never quite found, and the hidden potential in all our people. During our session, Cankry's trials as a leader were just as frustrating as those of his successor. He found it very hard to get others to take him seriously, while you would often try to divide us with your troublemaking and turn us against each other to make us stronger, unsuccessfully, might I add. He would try and unite us through proselytizing and lecture, just as unsuccessfully. Conveniently, Arania just straight up says their titles out loud as part of our expositions. Nice, nice. Wow, that sure was a bunch of stuff I already knew. The fans just died and went to Lorddom heaven. Yes! Arania, we love you for your Lorddoms. Yes, and now it is fresher in your memory than ever. Thank you for listening, and here are your 5 boon dollars. Pleasure doing business with ya. Okay, tell me about Latula Pyrope. The Knight of Mind. Okay, Knight of Mind. Latula Pyrope. Knight of Mind. Okay. Oh wait, no, wait. I accidentally went ahead without reading it. You calling me a class spec nerd or something? We're not calling you that. Absolutely, yeah. Are you denying it? The Knight of Mind, to even the most casual observer, is clearly the more radical instance of the two Pyropes. Both, of course, have disabilities which, if discovered, would slate each other for culling in their respective cultures. Culling, of course, means something quite different on Bephoris. It means she would have been selected by a member of a higher caste for adoption and coddled excessively. But for someone with a lifestyle as radical as hers, I'm sure you will agree that would have been a fate worse than death. With my entire YouTube channel, it's class spec breakdowns. I don't think I'm legally allowed to deny it. No, you're not. And I will be checking that out once I'm done with Homestuck and able to look at them without worrying about spoilers. Sir Cat, yo, this exposition is some straight up redonkulous junk even by your standards. Would you like to make some money or not? You know me, I'm all about the boon jammins. Undeniably. Undeniably. What a trout. Absolutely. Without a trout, undeniably. I can't get enough of the fish puns. Undeniably just sounds so fun to say. Undeniably. Then please stand there quietly while I continue. Fun. Hashtag fine. After the tragic accident with left turn nasally impaired, her mighty dragon Lucis, ancient and wise beyond our comprehension, began to teach her new ways to smell. To reinvent the sense using other sense organs such as eyes and ears, awakening completely new experiences in her mind. She was truly an inspiration and proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that any handicap can be overcome and doesn't have to stop you from being as rad as you can truly be. Anemone one for anyone is another great one. What? Sir Cat, are you whistling through my blowhole with this idiotic shit? Yes, the last part was a joke. Lighten up, Pixis. Yeah, what do we have to do to seal the steel here? Hashtag seal, hashtag you know, hashtag the marine bark beast. Not to carp on it too much. Well, just tell me the bare minimum of what I need to hear to snack my boonies and run. Okay, even though Latula has been dating Mituna steadily for eons, it's hardly a secret to anyone that she and Kankri have been complicated, unrequited feelings for even longer. So really much like their descendants, and we're done. Here you go. Fucking score! Okay, tell me about Porim Miriam. The Maid of Space. Yes, Maid of Space, thank you. Maid of Space. Oh, hold on. We only need one space there. The Maid of Space was, of course, our all-important space player and stoker of the Forge. But as you know, we never made much progress on the frog breeding front or really any aspect of the game before the reckoning. Way too disorganized, way too much teen drama. Much of that drama, of course, centered around Kankri, and Porim tended to be the one to keep him out of trouble. This relationship persisted in their lives on Alternia, which unfortunately didn't. But I remember playing Homestuck TTRPG, and I ended up winning $110 boon from a slot machine. I was able to rig it because I was a light player. The DM let me roll twice and take the better result for the gambling check, and only 4 numbers gave out any boon dollars, and I just kept hitting them. Fantastic jackpot. Oh, that's fantastic. This relationship persisted in their lives in Alternia, which unfortunately didn't work out too well for her in the end. I'd address my involvement with that, but you seem to be tapping your foot, so I think I'll just skip over that part of the story. Before us, well before her drinker abilities had awakened, she grew up in the cast almost solely devoted to tending to the mother grub, hatching the young and proliferating the brood. The Jade Bloods were also an almost exclusively female cast, and she began to resent the roles she was hatched into, designated for both her class and gender. She challenged these roles wherever they existed in Beforan society, as well as where she found them woven into our session, in kingdoms, class assignments, concert culture, and the like. But over the sweeps in our failed session, she found within herself a renewed interest in the duty that came with her bloodline, which was, of course, the persistence of our people, a burden which her descendant must now bear. All life and before us had been wiped out, and we'd failed our game, so she helped me search for a way to reset the... I was almost finished. You're just telling me shit I know, Cirque. She was sort of my friend too, remember? And you spiced this jam up. I don't... Didn't she, like, sleep with everybody? Give me all the dirt on that. What? No, Meenah, I'm not paying you so that you can listen to me indulge in such scandalous gossip. Now, what was I talking about? Gosh, I've lost my train of thought. I was in level 2, by the way, so I was, and still I'm ridiculously rich for my level. Fantastic. Why are you blushing, girl? Oh my god, you and she? Hashtag, huh? Hashtag noodles of intense curiosity. Oh man, why didn't you ever tell me? I think we're friends. Look, 3 sweeps is a long time to spend in a failed pointless session. You look into the future and see a life lasting for maybe thousands of sweeps with nothing to look forward to, and it was just kind of a phase. Just a little red fling, okay? It barely even lasted half a sweep, and hey, if I give you 10 boon bucks, can we stop talking about this? Make it a cool 100 and you got a deal. Ugh, fine, just take it! Our Imperious Condescension thanks you for your generous contribution to the new empire. I'm glad you're a good guy this time. You really were hatched to be such a bitch. Rampant lesbianism. You gotta love it. Yeah, that was everything. So, peace out. Nice doing business with you. Oh. Okay. Oh, this leads to the end of the game. Are you sure you're done here? No, I'm not sure. Though I think maybe there is just nothing left to do. That's all. Yeah, okay. Just had to make sure. Moving on ways. Yeah, we're done here. That's the end! Continue playing on the next page. Okay. Do I want to check out the map though? Nice. Oh, we can zoom out here. Beautiful, lovely. Nice. Okay. Pause. Actually, first, before that, we are going to take a break. Oh yeah, and right, you did mention the Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff. So when we get back, we'll do Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff, and then we'll continue. But first, we'll do our 5-minute break. Is this the end of stream? Oh god, it might be. Hold on. I gotta check my am I able to go? Nope. Show me. I just need to know the time. Yeah, it is just about the end. So we'll do Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff, and that'll be the end of stream. Okay. I'm gonna say this page was the best place to end for sure. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What was the next one? Yeah, we do. Number 37. Okay. 37. Here we go. Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff and Easter Sunday. Don't just stand there, you worthless fucking slob. Hide the egg. Doob. Suddenly, Weed dreams. Poof. Crack. Hide me, you bloated douche. No, this is just on the table. That's not hiding. This is under my own stupid ass. Stupid, try again. Sponsor, budsandbabes.com. Beautiful, beautiful. Are we doing just the one or are we going on for a bit? Brought to you by the bitches and the gang job. Let's do one more. Okay. Yes, let's do the next comic as well. Sports. Torley Brown. Illegible. This is what the reference. This is what the reference. Lift off. Whirly bird. Oh god, carnage. Whirly bird. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And Charlie Brown was conveniently just referenced in the game. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Oh my god. Okay, so next time we'll continue on with finding our friends in Carcat's dream bubbles. But yeah, oh my god, rest in peace, sweet bro. Please don't stay dead forever. Yeah, just read that page. Yeah. Oh, so like to read this page before we end, or yeah, okay. You pause your adventure through the afterlife because you've been at it for way too long already. You'll get back to this in a little while. You just know more of your dead loser friends are lurking in this area. You can feel their lameness emanating from beyond the grave. You can also feel it emanating from within the grave, which is good because that's where you are, the grave. What we really need to do is see what John's been up to. It almost feels like it's been a year since we saw him. Hell, it's probably his birthday again. When is it ever not John's birthday? So yeah, that's perfect to leave off if next page we start with John. Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, let's yeah, hopefully this guy is okay. But poor Carcat is having all his memories intruded on when he doesn't want them to be. Poor Carcat. And he also had to listen to Kankery's lecture for who knows how long. So he really needs the break. I talked to the doctor. They said it's not looking good. Oh no. Oh no. Who knew being torn into little itty bitty pieces by helicopter blades wouldn't be good for your health? How much money would you need to listen to a Kanker lecture? I would need 100,000 real life dollars in cash. He needs a helicopterectomy stat. Oh dear. Oh dear. But that is unfortunately the end of stream. It always feels like it comes too short, but I do have things I need to do today, so it can't go long today. Thank you guys for joining me today. It's been a blast. I'm glad to see you all here again. I hope to see you on Thursday, where we will be hopefully joining up with John and seeing what he's up to finally. It has been a long time since we've seen him. But it was nice to finally meet some of the other trolls, get some information on them. Thank you, Arania, for all the lore drops. She is my favorite character. She gives us free lore without making us work for it. We got trolled for a full 3 hours. Yeah. It took the whole stream. That game took the whole stream. So yeah, I hope to see you guys on Thursday. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And actually wait, hold on. Thursday's Thanksgiving, isn't it? It is Thanksgiving, so I might not. I don't know. I don't remember if this year we're celebrating Thanksgiving on the day of, or if we're doing it the next day this year. Sometimes we do it on the next day, but I would have to check. So, Never mind. I maybe probably won't be streaming on Thursday because I forgot it's a holiday. So in case I probably won't though, because I'll probably be, expected to be doing family stuff. But so if I don't see you Thursday, then I hope you guys have a fantastic week. And if any of you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving, or at least a peaceful one. I will be streaming turkey into my mouth. I prefer ham. I really want to make some vegetarian stuffing, because I do miss stuffing. I love stuffing. But I am vegetarian, so and like sometimes people will use like gravy and broth from the turkey in the stuffing and stuff, so like it's not always vegetarian. So I also like cranberries. I really like the gelled cranberry stuff that comes in cans, which apparently is an unpopular opinion. Apparently a lot of people don't like that stuff, but I like it. Right, you're weird. I mean, a vegetarian pescatarian. Yeah. But yeah, I have a fantastic week. It's a unique taste. The cranberry stuff, yeah, that's fair enough. To be fair, I mostly just like it because it reminds me of Thanksgiving as a kid. So it's mostly the nostalgia factor. And I just like the way it feels in my mouth, less than the taste. It is a bit sweet for me generally. I'll make a Thanksgiving salmon for you. Oh, thank you. It's so weird that it's shaped like a can. It comes from, but you're supposed to like slice it, so you just get like the round things of it. But it is kind of weird, I guess. But yes. Have a fantastic week for those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Anything is can shaped if you try. Anything is can shaped if you shove it in a can hard enough. If you shove it in there hard enough, it'll take its shape. But yeah, a fantastic week. I will most likely see you guys next week Tuesday. Next stream I will bring canned bread. Ooh, yes. Next stream on Tuesday we can all chill with our Thanksgiving leftovers. But yeah, I hope that you all have a fantastic Thanksgiving, a fantastic week. Stay warm, stay hydrated. I already said stay warm, but yeah, we're starting to get snow up here. There's nothing that's stuck around yet. It's usually melted by noon. But like we're starting to get some snow here. This is actually pretty late in the year for us to be getting snow, actually. But yeah, stay warm, stay bundled up. Make sure to disconnect your water hoses outside so they don't freeze if you're in an area where it gets to freezing temperatures. But yeah, I hope we'll see you guys next week. Yes, warmify yourself. You can have some nice hot chocolate and hot apple cider to warm up your insides. Yeah, take care, you all. I'm so happy to see you guys. I hope to see you next week. And yeah, keep yourselves warm.